No,
There's no girls in Minecraft.
Someone is really wrong here.
There's a guy as Steve, and then there's a girl as Alex.
And now we're live on YouTube.
Oh, damn it, it's Alex. That's right. I knew that there was...
My God, I just trumped Steve on Minecraft
the funny thing is...
Yeah, but then you lose because you use the phrase trumped. So.
That is a legitimate verb.
But I knew
it would have been.
Minecraft article. Because it was my friend's son Alex that taught me how to play Minecraft. And I found that rather ironic.
I will fun fact you though that one of Steve's favorite games is Minecraft, where the main character's name is Steve. One of my favorite games is Mother 3, where the main character's name is Lucas. So there's something to this naming.
I knew there was a tie somewhere.
I was very confused for a minute because I could hear like many people talking, and then realized one of those people was me, and YouTube.
Oh God!
Part of me wants Steve from Minecraft to be in Smash, just so it can be like Lucas versus Steve.
Right?
I want that so much now. Screw you, Crash for Smash.
I really do. I want it to be a thing. This game's winners are Lucas and Steve.
There's absolutely no characters named Eugene in video games, and there's hardly any black ones either, so I'm like double screwed.
Dude, it still works. Steve for Smash.
Oh, God.
I know there are black main characters in video games. I just cannot think of any off the top of my head.
There's like Coltrane in Gears of War, and he sucks.
Yes, he's your favorite.
Ooh, what about that one from Final Fantasy 13? What was his name?
He kind of sucks too, but he's not bad. Yeah,
I was gonna say Barrett from Final Fantasy 7, but he's a secondary character anyway.
But see, Barrett is amazing, so even if he is secondary,
that
like
is true.
he deserves some respect. Like,
yeah, the guy from Final Fantasy's okay. The only problem I have with him, and it's okay, I guess, but he's just like a walking stereotype. Not as bad as like Coltrane, but
well, of course, because the Japanese wrote him.
Final Fantasy 13 is the walking stereotype.
Eugene, someday when we're not live on a recording, where this can be for people, remind me to tell you about the Black Baron from Mad World.
Oh Lord, okay.
Because he's a character.
Yeah, he is.
Yes, but he's also not the main character. Jack is still.
I'm just gonna
leave
it at this.
The characters have.
I'm just gonna leave it at this. The Black Baron isn't black. And we'll leave that alone for the night, because we don't need to discuss this live on the air.
No, but you and I
have to Google this because it's been so long since I played the game.
I vaguely remember.
By the way, Lucas, we're playing Minecraft tonight.
He is, according to Anarchy Reigns.
I need it.
No, that's a different character. That's the Blacker Baron. Legitimately, that's a different character named the Blacker Baron.
I'm so right now.
Gotta love the Japanese.
Better not be an original comment.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Infendo Radio. We're taking a moment. We haven't gone on yet. We might be having a special guest. He's got about 5 more minutes. Hopefully, there wasn't an issue with like the time conversion, but in about 5 minutes, we're going to be going live with or without. So we shall see what happens. For now, please enjoy the musings of Steve as he tells you all about Spyro.
No, I want to talk more about the Black Baron. So. Because I'm back.
I know, that's why I picked you and Spyro. Spyro is a really cool dude.
But he's not really purple.
He shoots fire out of his mouth.
It's purple shoe polish.
Oh my God! I just read these comments in chat.
I just broke Lucas.
It's because I got it. So I'm playing Mario Tennis right now. As you can see the reflection in my glasses.
Can he?
Yeah, I was a little nervous that maybe he's got like the wrong time.
Well, did we specify time zone?
I'm sure
I did.
you specified.
Well, yeah, but like, for example, when I was calling my boss for a job interview, he's like 2 hours behind me. He thought that he was like 3. So, like, you know, it can happen.
Oh
Or
yeah,
he could have
that's
fallen
true.
asleep.
Because daylight savings time doesn't exist over there, so that could throw him off too.
Oh my god, I forgot that's a thing. I can't do time zones either, evidently.
It's like 2/3 of the year in America.
It might not be for much longer in Florida.
We save more daylight than we use. I might need to make more coffee partway through the podcast because I got 4 hours of sleep last night.
I'm drinking Pepsi. It's been a day.
Well, you got 3 minutes.
I ain't drinking a Pepsi in 3 minutes.
I
You
was
want me to
talking
be
to
bouncing
Justin.
off the walls?
I think you already are.
I'll just get a Mountain Dew at when we break for Nintendo's.
Sounds good.
And
Which, by the way, hang on to your freaking hats. We have 7 user suggestions, and they are off the wall. So,
are we allowed to swear tonight?
why
I
would
mean, if
tonight?
you want to make me do more work, feel free.
Well,
say you can swear all you want. Eugene will just edit it out.
I'm just making sure that special guest might not care.
Well,
he's
he's
fine.
not
I want to be professional.
he's not exactly a crass ball of, profanity. The
True.
dude's fairly respectable. I think it'll be okay.
Yeah. I'm putting something in the chat that I'm not going to say live on air.
Hello and welcome to the Infendo
Does it
secret.
have anything to do with polish?
Want to find out about things? Don't.
There is a Patreon here where you can see this chat. There we go. I feel better now. Sometimes you just gotta get that shit off your chest.
Don't you mean get that pica off your chest, Steve?
I don't censor myself on air. I leave that for Eugene.
Same here. What's the point of having a bleep if we're going to swear and then say it again, bleeping ourselves?
Because it's funny.
Yeah.
It's funnier when it's
Wonder
not
if we should. Wonder if we should move forward.
Well, we will use the college rules. 15 minutes and we leave without them.
Well, except
At the
we do
very
have a
least,
live audience.
Yeah, at the very least, let's get synced up. So
Good
then,
call.
at the very least, we'll be ready for that. And then, yeah, we can get rolling here. Is everybody recording at this point?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Perfect.
Let's see if I can remember my time this week.
We'll start. We're gonna make you last, Steve. All right,
I
are you
know.
ready?
I know, every time.
In 3, 2, 1.
Someone started early.
I want Lucas.
15 minutes on the nose.
Okay. Justin.
2222.
2.22. And
22 minutes and 22 seconds.
Oh, 2.2. Okay,
He
I
said
guess
that.
I'm.
2222.
I fucked up. I'm sorry, Steve. Where you at?
Just making sure.
Eugene.
Just making sure we're clear.
But jeez, 13:55. Just making sure we're clear that Eugene fucked up.
Mm-hmm. I don't have to edit any of this shit out, so I'm gonna get all my shits and fucks all out right now.
No, this will all be my problem.
My favorite was when we started this and Justin said all that stuff right at the beginning of the show. It's like Pikachu.
See, I never listened to that produced show.
Oh, dude, you need to go back and listen. It's 5 minutes in. It's amazing.
So,
I just
reminder, the music is going to be coming into the feed, not for this first one, but for the news break there's going to be. So, and then also, I'm sorry?
I was just going to ask, who's starting off the news?
That's gonna be Steve. He's talking about Minecraft. And then finally, if you guys could go into the question block and maybe pick a question or two that is your favorite, and then so then we can have that done pre that section, and then we'll be good to go. Keep in mind we might have our special guest pop on, so if that happens, we'll just be professional and pause the show and sync up and then get going again. Great.
You said professional. You're funny.
Well, I mean, we're gonna try anyways.
I don't trust my co-host.
I know.
All right, guys. What do you say we get started here?
Yep.
No. Actually, I need to make sure that. Say something, everybody. So I just want to make sure your audio's coming in.
Something everybody.
Everybody.
Demos today, and I don't know why, because I never end up playing them.
He never ends up playing them.
That reminds me of
Never end up playing them.
those commercials. I'll have to dig them up later. Okay, we're already 15 minutes past, so let's get rolling. Give me a little bit of silence, please. Perfect. And we're gonna get going. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Infendo Radio. This is Infendo Radio 450. We're coming from you on the 11th of July. I have all of my co-hosts with me tonight. Lucas, how the heck are you?
How the heck am I? I don't know. I didn't work up any witty, clever video game themed thing this week. No resetting. No resetting on life, boys and girls. Sometimes you gotta deal with life. Comes your way, you can't reset. Not a video game. Just keep on plugging through. Get that golden couch.
But watch out for Mr. Resetti, because he'll get you. Justin, how are you doing this week?
This week, good. Today in particular, not so good.
Well,
I only got about 4 hours of sleep last night, so hopefully I'll be able to stay awake for the show.
And
yeah, you were
only
saying
got 3 hours of show, so you're just good.
Steve, how are you doing? It sounds like you had yourself a day.
I'm wound. I'm happy to be done with work for the day. That was awful. Let's not do it again sometime.
Fair enough. Well, we have a excellent show in line for you. It is, as we said, episode 450, so that's kind of exciting. Man, I think that I took on back Infendo Radio on episode 351, because the last episode with the old crew was 350, so this is technically my 99th episode, so that's kind of cool too.
Very exciting.
Yeah, good things.
I got here at 383.
Oh, dang. 383.
Which is crazy.
So that's
I don't remember
that was like
my
2 or 3
number
months in.
because. Oh, no. I was gonna say I made my Fallout mobile app account the number of my first Infendo episode, but I deleted that app from my Switch, so I can't go look it up. I want to say 376. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure, Justin, you were on like the second one, right? On like 352.
I think it was 352.
We'll have to go look it up. You guys can all go look it up right now if you want to go back on the feed. It's all there. So, but without further ado, we're going to roll into the news, and we're going to let Steve take us away. Okay, so that's a little break. And let me make a note of that.
I think you put your finger up, because I almost forgot.
Yeah, I'm going to be using lots of visual cues, too. I think that ought to help.
Yeah, it will.
Did I tell you what the music we're playing this week? Or is it going to be a surprise?
F-Zero.
Yeah, you got me in the F-Zero mood. But my F-Zero is not on the GameCube. Mine is on the SNES, so that's what we were getting.
It's okay. SNES is good F-Zero.
The Nintendo Super Nintendos.
I'm going to adjust audio here, because I'm sure it's going to be blazing. So let me know how it is first, and then we'll restart it. It's okay? Alright, so you know the drill, Steve. I'm going to get it going, and then I'll lower the volume a bit, and then it'll be all to you. Oh wait, actually first let me make a note in my Audacity, because I'll forget. Alright, here we go, Steve.
So we got a surprise in Minecraft this week. And then on top of everything else, it came to Switch a day early because they accidentally released it, evidently. Bedrock version 1.5 is out, which is basically Update Aquatic Part 2. Update Aquatic came with the Bedrock edition that added all sorts of new things like coral reefs and sea cucumbers and dolphins and fish that you can catch in buckets and all kinds of stuff like that. Kind of a big list of stuff came to this. I fired up the update after I got it and immediately put a message in the Discord saying, holy shit, servers are here. I was wrong. Servers are not here. Realms is here, which is almost servers. I still don't know what the difference between Realms and servers are. What I do know is Realms do not take up room on your Switch, and they cost about $6.50 a month to keep them going. In the Minecraft game itself, you can play with up to 7 other players, meaning 8 total players. In Realms, you can play with up to 10, but you can have an unlimited number of people that can join your world, but they have to be invited. So it's sort of a complicated system, but it stays online and anybody can play at any time once they've been invited, which is awesome. Lucas and I will be starting a realm tonight. So if you want an invite, we'll get you info later this week on how to join it. In addition to realms, we get the drowned, which are basically underwater zombies. We get sea turtles that'll be on the beaches, and evidently, I don't remember exactly how it works, but there's something about they lay eggs, and if you get the eggs to hatch, there's some sort of a special reward you get. I don't know what that is or how it works.
But the real question is, can you rope them together with human hair from your back?
Ooh, that would be awesome. There's also turtle shell and scute items. I don't know what those do. There's something called scute, S-C-U-T-E.
The scute is it's like one shell of a shell. It's
I wonder if that
to make up a turtle shell. I volunteered at the zoo when I was in high school.
Holy shit. Okay. There's also something called Potion of the Turtle Master. I believe that's another potion that helps you breathe underwater. If I'm reading right, I'm probably way wrong on that. There's nautilus shells that can be found while fishing, or you can get them from killing the drowned, which are your underwater zombies. This one was really cool for me, and I just found this out about 10 minutes ago. Redstone works underwater now, so you can do all sorts of cool stuff with your underwater builds. Bubble columns are a thing now. So if you've got a magma block that's underwater, it'll create a downward flowing column that'll pull stuff down. And then if you put soul sand from the nether on the floor of the ocean, it'll actually have a bubble column go upward. So you can use that to kind of create traps or, passageways or that kind of stuff. And then, of course, there's new achievements and some new commands.
You literally could be making all this up, and I believe you. Like, I have no idea what the hell you're talking about.
So anyway, then after you get to the Z sector, you get to go to the quantum drive, like the Z sector.
So really, the two big things out of it: Update Aquatic is complete, and Realms are here. So fully online worlds are here now, even though they are a paid service, which we knew was coming.
And if you don't mind,
yeah, go ahead.
The thing about that I think we've been trying to communicate is that now, like, me and Steve can make a world, and like I can make the world, but then I can go off, and having invited Steve can go onto the world when I'm not playing anymore. So we can finally like share a world.
That also works. That also works for all of your different versions. So like if Lucas buys Minecraft on his phone, for instance, he can actually play his realm from his phone or his Switch or his Xbox or his PC.
So does
but not his PlayStation.
Exactly what I
or his Sony.
Does this
basically what I've been wanting for Animal Crossing for like the last years.
Right. Does this basically mean then that I'm trying to think here. With this opportunity here, were you able to transfer all of your old realms as well with you? Like
if you have existing realms, or are you talking about worlds? Worlds.
I don't know the difference in terminology.
Okay. So worlds are stored on your system, and like if Lucas wants to play in my world, I have to be online, on the game, playing in my world for Lucas to join my world. Realms are basically worlds that are not stored on the system that anybody can access because they're stored on a cloud server.
But we can't put one of our worlds onto a realm and then start from there.
The functionality is there. I've read some bug reports that say it might not work on Switch yet, but I cannot confirm or deny that because I haven't tested it myself.
We'll be testing it tonight. We'll let you know, Infendo.
So
that's actually really cool.
Lucas, if we can't use that world that you're talking about, which we've already put time into, we're going to have to start a new one. So what I recommend doing is I think you can still choose your seed. So we'll find a seed we like, and then we'll start the realm using said seed. And then one last thing, because I know that's my second timer. EP in the chat asks if the realm that we create for Infendo will be in survival. The first one will be in survival. If one of us decides to create a second official Infendo realm, we'll probably do that one as creative.
Awesome. All right, well, we're going to take a little break, and then we'll be right back with our next news topic. And I think there's something messed up with my Audacity recording, because I don't think it was pulling in any of my audio.
And sorry, Steve, I wasn't trying to rush you there. I barely heard it, so I was making sure we didn't completely miss it.
No, and you know me, I get talking about Minecraft. I get excited. I can go on all day.
Sorry,
in other news, sports.
I'm gonna have to reset my Audacity recording, and then we're gonna have to sync up again. Lucky I caught it here right now. Right. But none of that audio is gonna have pulled into the Audacity, unfortunately. Oh, I know exactly why. Damn, I'm so stupid. File.
You're so stupid.
Export as MP3. That's what I'm gonna.
Stop lies.
That's what makes you beautiful. Light up my world like nobody else.
If this is going to take a few minutes, I'll run to the bathroom. If you're ready now, then I can hold it.
My export takes 15 seconds longer, and I should be all right. As long as when I reopen Audacity, the audio's working. Otherwise, then we might have different issues. Who freaking knows? I was helping Lucas with his audio, and I forgot to check mine. Silly me.
Sure, blame it on the Lucas.
No, I'm blaming it on myself.
All right. Hashtag blame Eugene.
Hashtag blame Eugene.
Yes, starting off right. We gotta blame Eugene at the 28-minute mark.
Okay, let's talk. Eugene's talking. I think this is working because my sound files look the same.
Lucas is also talking.
Hello.
Justin.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, so I'm gonna have to actually put audio into the first news topic, which is fine. Okay, let me stop this. Alright, so next news topic is you, correct, Justin, the GameStop one?
I believe so, unless we're going out of order.
No, it should be the GameStop one. Then I'll let you go ahead and take us, but let's sync up real quick so then that can be done. So, in 3, 2, 1. I really only need one of your numbers. What are y'all at?
29, 10. I knew that was going to happen.
I'll take both of them. Okay. Alright, Justin. Oh, wait.
Hang on a second.
Perfect. Alright, let me go ahead and pick the next song. Let's level it first. How we sound?
Good choice. Sounds good to me.
This sounds
loud,
like
but good. Is that Whiteland?
Was that the official introduction, or are we still testing things?
No, I was just testing. And no,
okay.
the first one.
You missed the cue, Justin.
Oh, that's why I was like, should I be talking now? What's happening?
No, the first one was Whiteland.
So like the introduction of like a 1980s news show.
The first one I played was Whiteland 2. This one is called Silence.
Silence. Good game, F-Zero.
All right, Justin. I'm gonna play the music, and then I'll give you a thumbs up, and then you can start talking. Cool.
All right, let me switch to Zoom. All right. All right. Also in the news this week, music should have inspired me to be, and we are back from our anyway, so sorry, I'm still getting used to the music being live. Anyway, after the lukewarm reception to Nintendo's E3 presentation, and the subsequent stock drops, you would think that Nintendo's would be seeing hard times, but apparently that's not the case. GameStop, let's see, who at GameStop? Eric Bright, the vice president of merchandising at GameStop, which of course is like the leading seller of anything Nintendo, says that Nintendo's selling strong. In fact, their sales have doubled since E3.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I mean, it doesn't really surprise me because, you know, like, Nintendo's presence was kind of quiet. Like, the Switch's presence was kind of quiet last year, and now that Smash is out and Pokemon's coming out, like...
What? Smash is out?
Well,
Dude,
you know what I mean.
mean.
The news of Smash and Pokemon are out.
Yeah.
Eric Bright says that, quote, nothing beats Nintendo's overall announcements. Super Smash Bros. Is jumping right up to the top of the pre-order list. We're also seeing great reaction from Pokemon Let's Go, both SKUs. And then, of course, people are trying to get their hands on the Pokeball controller. I already pre-ordered mine. Little letters note there.
Same.
Nintendo fans are definitely reacting. And I think I want to kind of add to that. I think it's not just Nintendo fans, because I think a lot of Nintendo fans were kind of on board from the beginning of the Switch. I think right now the Switch is starting to attract a lot of the more casual Nintendo fans, or the, you know, people who may have fallen off of or never been interested in Nintendo before, because, you know, it's the system everybody has now.
Right. No, I am right there with you. It feels like a renaissance of what happened with the Wii, but like without that, we're the non-HD Kid Brothers system. You know, like this is feels like a real deal console.
Yeah, I mean, and you know, I'm sure having Minecraft and Fortnite and all of these games, you know, all these Rocket League, all these really popular games, multiplayer games on the system, and you know, with crossplay on other systems, is not hurting at all, because, you know, I mean, I think we all discussed this a while ago. If we had the choice between getting a game on the PlayStation, Xbox, or Switch, we'd all pretty much prefer the Switch, as long as there are no like major sacrifices, because it's nice having that portability. It's, you know, Go ahead, Lucas.
It's just been almost forever, really. I think the last time I can remember it is GameCube era, where Nintendo was treated as a legitimate, like, you know, alternative to a PlayStation, Xbox. Like, I talk about this all the time on the show, but it used to annoy me when I was in high school, and I would see ads for like the Wii, or I would see ads for games. It would be like available on all major platforms, Xbox and PlayStation, and I'd be like, "That's not all major platforms. Like, there's a third option. It's Wii.
It's the best-selling option."
Yeah,
but like nobody cared, you know. And it's like now we're still getting like we still got Wolfenstein like 8 months late, and it still costs $60 and stuff. Like that's still a thing. But we're actually getting like main series AAA games from other publishers. We're actually being included in commercials now, albeit at the back instead of like, you know, it always goes like Xbox, PlayStation, and then Switch. Like we're on the board again, and it's a good feeling, because like the Nintendo gamers, Nintendo systems are the big one, but to like the rest of the world, we're like this weird little like niche, you know?
Right.
So, and here's the other kind of cool thing, since we're kind of going down this road. Nintendo actually said, as far as crossplay goes, any developers that want to do that, they will help them.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
they want to have crossplay, and they will support the developers. And that's only going to get more people to buy Switches, because if they can take a game like Fortnite and they can play it crossplay, with Xbox or Switch, a lot of them might consider buying a Switch so they can take Fortnite on the go with them. Even if that's the only thing they buy it for, is to play Fortnite on the go.
Right.
And that in itself is kind of cool. It's kind of like an Xbox One Lite in that respect.
Yeah.
So, and every Switch has Fortnite right out of the box too, because it's free. So
yeah, right. And the word doesn't seem to be out there yet for a lot of like non-Nintendo and non-Xbox users. Because I'll talk to people that I know, and they'll be like, "Oh, I didn't realize Fortnite was cross-platform with like Nintendo and Xbox and PC." Yeah. Oh, I didn't realize I could play Minecraft with you if you have it on Switch. Like, I don't feel like it's really been getting enough attention.
I agree.
To be as big as it needs
because it's pretty freaking huge. Like, would you have ever thought, like, back in the day, old GameCube, well, like, GameCube didn't even have online, but like, Wii days, would you ever thought you would play an Xbox Live with people? Like, no, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's so weird that, I mean, it's certainly welcome. I mean, when I don't know. Like, competition is good for the industry always. It's good to have competition because it forces the companies to come up with original ideas to sell their things to you. But on the flip side of that, it's always nice when the competition plays nicely together, because then you don't have to feel like you're missing out on one thing if you get something else.
Right.
Right. Exactly. Well, that was our timer before. So we're going to move on to our next news topic, and we're going to let me take it away, but we'll be right back. Okay, let me make a note in Audacity here.
Oh, I do still have coffee.
Sweet.
Right?
Oh, I do still have just in this little cup.
That was a little pun.
I love the little cup, though. It's the cup that gave me the hint that got me the game the one time.
The cup that did the what? The what now?
The cup that gave me the hint that got me the game that one time.
Oh,
it's
God,
the cup that America built.
That's when Lucas was
Lego
not.
Marvel Superheroes.
Yeah, Lucas wasn't here, and I think you ended up beating me, and I needed that win because Lucas wasn't here. Jerk.
Sounds about right.
All right.
I'm going to get you either a rubber pad for your keyboard or one of those little laser, like keyboardless keyboards, so that
we go through this a lot every time. But the reason I have this keyboard is because it's clicky. So go fuck yourself. Let's see.
Not fun. I realize I've had to deal with that nearly as much as
now.
When
one person is talking and all I hear is bang 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 bang, I'm like, damn it!
I'm muting myself as I go, but I noticed that when I was muting myself in the first segment, you guys were still hearing my clicks, and it's like, what the hell? I muted myself, and that's where we're at now.
But I can't say much because I have an app on my iPad that emulates a typewriter. So
oh God!
I understand the need to have the clickety click to inspire your writing.
It's that
Right?
Tom Hanks app. I need to get that for when I write articles.
All right, give me some silence here. I'm going to start the music, and I'm going to bring us in.
Wait. Before you do, can I do a Sean Connery real quick? Punch the keys, for Christ's sake! Okay. I'm finding for anyone that's curious.
That's great. All right, I ought to level it first so it doesn't come in huge spikes. How we sounded?
Good.
Cool. All right, I'm gonna bring us in then. Actually, that didn't start right. Started all glitched out.
Eugene's trying to trick us now.
Well, rumor has it that Nintendo is fixing its exploit problem that they've got going on. So we talked about a while back about how the Switches in their current state had a hardware flaw, I guess you can say, that was allowing hackers basically to, install custom code into the hardware. So, which, obviously leads to homebrew, which eventually leads to piracy. So Nintendo said, And apparently, the newest Switches that are rolling off the production line are shipping with a fix. And I guess it had to do with the actual Tegra hardware, the NVIDIA Tegra hardware that that the Switch is running off of. And now it's been patched up. So I guess if you are looking for a homebrewed or a Switch that can be homebrewed, you're out of luck unless you get a used one. But at the same time, I'm pretty sure it has to be under a certain firmware number too. I think it has to be like on 2.0 or lower or something like that. So you're probably never going to find something like that. But there is that. And now it looks like Nintendo's kind of patched all that up. It's crazy though, because like they have like, I don't know how many consoles out in the wild. It's got to be closing in on like 10, 20 million, right? Like what is our numbers? Do we know?
I was going to ask about that earlier. Like,
it's definitely more than 10. It's probably around 15, maybe more.
Well, I'll look that up. Does anybody else have anything to add homebrew-wise on the Switch?
Only that those particular Switches are going to become like the iPhones with Flappy Bird pre-installed of this generation.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you are one of those people that for whatever reason doesn't update your firmware and you bought a Switch at launch, congratulations! You now have something that's very valuable to a select group of people.
Or
sell that shit and buy another one.
Or like the PS4s that still have PT installed.
Right? Yeah.
So I have to ask, while Eugene's Googling, is there no way to get an old version of your firmware on your Switch? Like, if you took it apart and you went into like the inside-y parts and you hooked it up to some like other computer, couldn't you force, like,
so I'm not an expert on this, but I've read that there is some kind of like fail-safe type thing. So like if you were to, every time you update the firmware, there's like a physical like dip switch or something like that in the unit that actually like goes off, so then you can actually go backwards. I'm not 100% on that. Like I read some weird Ars Technica article, they would know better. But yeah, it doesn't seem like that's possible.
You would think at the very least there would be some way to just like do a complete system wipe and restart kind of thing.
I'm sure by the time the Switch has, met its demise, that's going to be a thing, because, hackers are resilient and they'll always find a way. But so I just pulled up the Switch's lifetime sales as of March 2018, according to Wikipedia, and it's already at 17 million worldwide. So yeah, I'm guessing we're probably already eclipsed the 20 million mark. So that's, incredible.
if not now, definitely by Christmas it'll probably be near 25.
Yeah, for sure. I remember reading an article, but I wish I knew the exact numbers. We're terrible tonight about that. But the Nintendo's projections, I think they were saying that they were looking to ship like another 5 to 10 million or something like that before Christmas. But I don't have the actual number, so. Do you guys care about any of this? I know, Justin, you were kind of talking about hacking your SNES Classic, so you kind of have a little bit of hacker blood in you.
I mean, not really, because there's not much reason to... I don't know. I mean, I was going to say, there's not much reason to hack the Switch except to pirate current games, but I guess that's not true, because you can install emulators, and I have a friend who installed Homebrew on his Wii so he could run... Super NES, Genesis, NES games on it. And that's essentially what I'm doing with my classic editions. But it's far more intrusive to hack a Switch or a Wii U.
Yeah.
So there's that risk that you're going to brick it. There's that risk that, like, this thing breaks, I go to the store, buy another one for $60. This thing breaks, not only
and you buy another one for $300.
Yeah, not only $300, but there's also the possibility that Nintendo will block, me from certain things, and I have to.
And you'll lose all your save data.
Right. So I mean, it just doesn't seem worth it to me. If it's something you want to do, I'm not going to judge you as long as you're not stealing games from developers.
Right. As long as you're not messing with the balance of online play, because really suck.
See,
if you want to cheat on your own single player games, go right ahead. Couldn't care less about that.
I've always been interested in like the Mario Kart hacks and the Smash Bros hacks on like older systems, but I've never been interested enough to risk ruining a system I might use. Because even like the Wii U. See, but like that's the thing. Like even the really cool stuff, even the really cool stuff. It's like I could go back and hack my Wii U now that I have a Switch. But what if I want to play Star Fox Zero, Or like, there's always something. There's always some reason to have your system intact, and like I've never wanted to risk it, So
and all Project M does is it boots from the disc. If you don't want to play Project M, you just don't boot it. Unlike hacking your system, which permanently changes the operating system.
And there have been some hacks that are really cool out there. There's a Smash Bros hack that adds like another 150 characters, from like legitimate ones to memes to everything in between. Like that would be fun, but not worth, potentially ruining a system that I still want to.
I've always been doing the second timer. I've always hacked the system after I've gotten the new system. Like after I've gotten the new one, that's when I rip the thing apart. I don't even care. Like if it breaks, it breaks. I have the new thing. But I do see your point in like, especially with the Wii U, because there's a lot of games that are only on the Wii U, and that can't be said about a lot of other consoles. So, all right, guys.
You just convinced me to buy a 2DS so I can hack my new 3DS.
I can walk you through it. It's really not that scary. I mean, it's scary, but it's not that scary.
We'll do that one Saturday afternoon.
All right, guys. I'm going to take us a little break here because it is the end of the news section, and we have a very special Nintendo Tunes because Lucas says that we're in for a treat. So we'll be right back.
No, it's always scary.
Gonna be great, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned.
It's the end.
I need like 2 minutes to go grab the other two breaks, evidently.
And I feel fine.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna go drain the fire hose. I'll be right back.
I'll be right here with you. No, you know who you are.
Oh, I know who. It's me. I will say, if I was ever going to have anything hacked, it would be a 3DS so I could have a capture card. But even those only last like 6 months and they fry. So
yeah, right. And that's even worse than like actually hacking, because then you're messing with hardware at that point.
Right. Yeah, I know. But like, it bugs me that there's no portable capture card.
Right.
Like, it bugs me that I can't plug something into my 3DS without having to mod it, and
or be able to like plug your like the game into like a Super Game Boy equivalent that would let you play it on the TV or something.
And then I could capture card it. Yeah, because I was thinking like the other day when I started Animal Crossing over, it would be so much fun to do a series of this on. Like I would love to record my Animal Crossing footage, but the only way I could is if I paid like $400 to some guy.
Oh, wait a minute!
To give me like a 6 month.
I think there's a software version that you can do if you hack it. I'll have to look into it. I could be completely wrong about that.
Figure that out, because my 3DS is shot.
Anyway. We ain't doing shit right now.
I'd be willing to send it to you to do all the manual labor if it meant that I could play Animal Crossing on YouTube.
Hell, in that case, we could fix your freaking L button.
That would be fantastic. I would love a fixed L button. What's my other issue? I have a broken L button. The stylus slot doesn't hold the stylus anymore, so it just slips out every time. And like 9 times out of 10, when you put a new game in, it won't read it, and you'll have to pop it out and put it in and pop it out and put it in over and over again. So
Right.
It's all inconveniences. It's nothing that's ever made me say I should get a new 3DS. But like, if somebody offered me a new 3DS on the street, I'd be like, yes, please, thank you so much.
Lucas, you're gonna freaking love this. You literally can stream to live stream to Twitch from your 3DS. I just go to the chat. You do have to mod your device. It's like basically the same hack that I've done.
So what you're saying is I should send you my 3DS.
If you wanna.
That might actually be something we do, Eugene, together.
Right, because then you could actually get like actual footage of and then it wouldn't just be 3DS games you can capture. You can actually capture as back as DS games too.
Dude, and the best part is it would be free or relatively free.
Right?
Dude.
Steve's got his tray. Steve's got his headphones on. Steve's got his headphones on. Steve's got his headphones on.
Steve's got his headphones. Oh, we were only doing it once.
Oh, I can't make the other joke that I normally make when I hop back on the call because we're live on air. And that would not go over well.
I gotta get into Infendo host mode here. I gotta get ready for the fireworks.
Oh, by the way, speaking of Nintendo tunes and whatnot, you won last week, right? Because
yes.
Okay.
So every week I have a folder for Nintendo tunes that I make. My first one was called Nintendo Tunes. My second one was called Nintendy Tunes. My third one was like Toondy Tunes. And just kept going from there. This time I've gone in a different direction. The folder is called The Hottest of Nintendo Tunes Tracks. So I have that to look forward.
Sounds steamy.
Oh yeah, it's I told you it's the hottest. You can't have steam without heat. So.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Steve has his headphones on.
Steve has his headphones on.
That's my jam.
I heard that as I was putting my headphones on. My wife just informed me that I've been doing the entire show on Wi-Fi, which explains why it went choppy when they left.
Oh, you never jacked in.
Jack
in, Mega Man.
My cord was all twisted, so I had to untwist it, and I plugged the one end into my computer, and then I came and got on the show.
So it was just like dangling there in a little ball.
Oh, okay. So speaking of Mega Man, while we're waiting for Justin to get back, unofficial Infendo Radio discussion topic that only you live listeners get to hear. 20XX, that game that came out on the eShop, it's like a Mega Man clone. Even if it was good, the kind of meh, like cover art for it is enough to keep me from buying it. There's something to be said there for like professional cover art on your game. Like Mushroom Wars. The only reason I even looked at it was because it had good art. And like, that was a purchase, so.
I need to buy that now that we know that we're not getting codes for that. I want to play that with you.
Yeah, I probably need to get it too.
What did you just open? It looked amazing.
What?
What did you open? That bag.
A new iPhone case that came today.
What?
I like new things.
Yeah, it's kind of like the one I'm using, except for I didn't ruin it. So like, iPhone, and then you open the back, and it's got magnets and stuff.
Oh, fancy.
Real quick, so that's my actual ID.
See, mine is similar, but except for it just slides out. Oh, don't look at my credit card number.
Mine's hidden. Although you now know that I bank with Mountain America. If you want to sponsor us, feel free.
Lucas has his video off. No, I can't do a song with Lucas. It's too many syllables. Lucas, Steve is one. How am I gonna make this work?
Syllable names, they just work for music.
Mm-hmm.
Steven.
Lucas.
Yeah, so what is this about running in 64 games on a 3DS? That might make it worth hacking for me.
We were literally continuing that, and then look at the link that I put in the Zoom too, because you can actually capture 3DS footage if you hack your system as well.
Neat. The only downside is most of my favorite 3DS most of my favorite N64 games are already on the 3DS, and
it doesn't work. It doesn't work all that great. It depends on the game. Mario 64 runs like garbage, but I can play Mario Party just fine. I don't know why. Okay, you guys ready to rock and roll? Lucas, you got your settings set up?
Yep, I'm good to go.
Okay, cool. Phantom said that he stole my credit card number and he's going on a shopping spree. I don't blame him. Oh, cool. That's awesome, actually. No, I don't got a lot of money, Steve. Got like 12 bucks. 12 bucks. All right, guys, give me a moment of silence, not because somebody died, but because I need to.
Well, that got dark in a hurry.
Was that a hint? Because I forget when we were doing that.
No.
After Nintendo's.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I have my Perler Beat stuff out.
All right,
That's
Lucas,
why I have my skull.
I'm gonna play you in. I need to find
It glows in the dark.
Music. Oh yeah, duh. It's. I have it as the video file. That's right. Give me a second. Sorry, I need to re-download it. I'm really scared for this Nintendo's.
You should be.
Watch me
This
when it
should be what scares you.
Oh, that's cool.
I
I wish I had the patience to do anything like that. I just don't have the patience.
You should do one of those that's double-sided, that when you flip it over, its face, goes...
Oh, that...
all happy. That would be awesome.
I mean, that would be... I'd have to do two of them and glue them together, but it's not impossible. People do 3D ones. This is Eugene trying to do an art project.
Oh, it's already on my desktop. Where is it on my desktop? You cannot minimize Zoom when you're recording the meeting. Where the hell is it? I'm just gonna save it again. There it is. Grunty's Furnace. I'm sorry.
Loud Justin yawn.
Sorry, guys. I'm such a jerk. Should have had this on there. All right, I'm gonna start playing music, and then Lucas, you can take us in. Just look for my cue.
Sounds good. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Infendo Radio. Today we are playing a game that we play every time we do Infendo Radio. I don't know why I'm introducing it differently. Intunes, always effervescent, sometimes somnambulant, never perambulant. It's the show that we do where we do things all the time. What's gonna happen is these three lovely gentlemen are going to have to guess the music that I play from various Nintendo video games. Everybody ready to go? Because I'm running on empty. So I got nothing here.
Speaking of effervescent and somnambulant, I've got a Mountain Dew so I don't fall asleep.
Oh God!
Very well done. I'm proud of you.
Can we
All
not
right,
use
let's
big words? We're not but humble co-hosts.
freaking get this show on the road with our first track. The last thing I will say is 7 of these 10 games come from our listeners. If you would like to suggest a game for us, just go to patreon.com/Infendo Radio. All it costs is $2 a month. Without further ado, let us begin with Corky Dog's game.
Shantae.
Banjo-Kazooie.
Well, don't everyone guess at once.
Corky Dog, so clearly an old game. The only thing that came to mind is Balloon Fight, and I know it's not Balloon Fight.
It is not Balloon Fight.
theme seems familiar, like it's like a public domain song or something, maybe.
I don't think so, but maybe. Would anybody like? What do you want? Do you want hints? Do you want more music?
How about another
I'm
track
guessing
before
this
our
is
hint?
authentically retro, not artificially retro.
It is 100% legitimately retro.
Yeah, Lord, I'll take a hint now.
All right. Obviously, this game was out on the Nintendo Entertainment System as well as the Commodore 64. This game is old enough that the developer is listed as Richard Garriott.
Oh, is this Ultima?
Oh my god!
Well, I know who Richard Garriott is. He was the creator of Ultima. He's Sir Richard Garriott. He's
Congratulations, sir!
Oh, I should be keeping score. Hang on.
This is this is Ultima 3 Exodus.
Yeah, Richard Garriott. You guys know who Richard Garriott is, right? Come on, guys.
Never heard of him.
It's Lord British.
Never heard of him.
Oh my lord! Give me the next track.
I'll tell you who I have heard of though is Sky Pharaoh, who comes in with his track tonight. He says that this is one of his childhood games. So away we go.
So it's a Wii game? Because he is young.
Sky Pharaoh is rather young.
Welcome to the show,
like
Sky Pharaoh, where we insult the people that pay us money.
If we're not making fun of our patrons or throwing out racial slurs, what are we doing worthwhile?
Nothing.
What is this GameCube? It sounds GameCube.
No.
Is Wii?
Is it Wii?
No.
No.
Is it DS?
No.
Is it
Don't tell me
3DS?
it's Wii U.
No.
Is it a
PlayStation?
game?
I was gonna say, we don't do
No.
PlayStation on this show.
Is it handheld?
Yes.
Okay, so 3DS or DS?
No.
Game Boy Advance?
Yes.
Wow, this soundtrack sounds way too good for Game Boy Advance.
Yeah, that was my thought too.
Pretty impressive.
Let's get another track.
Working on it.
God, we can't even guess the damn system.
This game was developed by Activision and Vicarious Visions.
Is this Tony Hawk?
Nope.
Yeah, this is Tony Hawk.
Yeah, they could have been. You haven't got it yet, Justin. What's your guess?
Let's see, Vicarious Visions.
Yeah. I got nothing though, really.
You're probably going to require like the subtitle, but is this Spyro?
Nope.
Ooh, that's not a good guess, actually.
Let's see. It looks to be a platformer, but Wikipedia and Google are oddly non-informative on that.
Okay, so a Game Boy Advance platformer. Sounds like a Game Boy or like a GameCube game music
Is it
soundtrack.
licensed?
It is very licensed.
SpongeBob.
Nope.
Fairly Odd Parents.
Nope. This
Is it
game
Nicke-
won the Kids' Choice Award for favorite video game.
Is it Nickelodeon?
It isn't by like default, but a show might have made it onto Nickelodeon based on this property.
So is it?
See, it's got that same theme going on. It's like that da 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 da, and I think I know that from somewhere.
So is this based on like a TV show, movie, comic book?
It is based on a movie.
So it's probably not Nicktoons Racing then.
No,
I saw that movie.
never got that movie.
How about another track?
All right, I've only got one more. You've been through 3 already, if you could believe it.
Lord. Man, I get this one. Way to stump us, Sky.
This is probably the biggest hint.
Of a track?
Yeah. This sounds the most like what you'd expect.
Secret agent man, secret agent.
Not as far off as you would think, Justin.
Is it like Spy Kids or something?
Nope. Would it help if I told you this is a DreamWorks property?
Despicable Me.
Nope.
Property that someone
I just got nothing.
DreamWorks property that's somewhat spy related. It's not Shrek, is it?
It's not Shrek.
Shot in the dark.
Gonna have to ask you guys to move it. We're running out of time.
Oh my god. Is it Madagascar?
Yes!
That hit! Yes, that hits! Oh my god! I'm so happy I got that.
Operation Penguin.
I'm so happy I got that. Oh my goodness.
Well done.
I thought that was a Fox one.
Well, when he said we're gonna have to move it, I was like, wait. Are we gonna have to move it?
I completely missed that. He was like, "Oh my god!"
God damn it!
Oh, okay.
Those of
That
you
gives you
listening at home,
A minute 6, Eugene.
That gives
No, I mean an
Eugene
hour of 6, whatever.
2 full points. We're moving on to track 3. Track 3 is one of the 3 tracks I picked, so
Hey, Justin.
better or worse depending on your perspective, I guess.
Hey, Justin, you and I are going to team up against Eugene, and we're going to see if our combined total can beat Eugene.
I've only got 2.
Team Dustin.
Is this a? This is not a Lucas.
This is a Lucas.
This is a Lucas?
This is a Lucas.
Is it Is this a retro Lucas game?
It's fairly retro. Depends on what you think about retro.
All right,
Yeah, I
is
guess. Is
this
this?
a vintage game or is this a retro reproduction game?
It's not a reproduction. It sounds like what it is.
Is this a or a Game Boy Advance game?
Yes.
Kind of has that weird bass of the Game
Yeah.
Boy Advance.
That kind of tinny sound.
Yeah.
Almost
SpongeBob.
staticky.
It's not SpongeBob. You want to go on to a second track?
Please.
Is it Captain Rainbow? Is it Shantae? Is it Shovel Knight?
Yes!
It's a jackal. Is it a jackal? It's a jackal.
Congratulations!
Oh my god.
Oh, God. This is Sonic Advance 1, 2, or 3.
Yes!
Oh!
It was that wah that gave
I knew something about that track.
That sound.
It was the
Sonic
beginning.
Advance 1.
Play that beginning part
That's why
again.
it sounded familiar.
Yeah,
because
play
it's
that
the
again.
only Sonic Advance game I had.
Yeah, this part was where I got.
So little story to this.
This is
this
like the
game
first or
was
second level, right?
so yeah. Well, Casino Paradise.
Yeah,
I forget
the
which one
second.
it was. One of the first. But this game was the only way that you could get the rare colored chows from Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2. So me and
Oh.
you put hours into just grinding this game for money so we could buy the eggs we wanted, so we could move them into the other game and then raise them and grow them.
Oh, did it have? It had transfer cable support or whatever. That's actually really cool.
Yeah, you could hook it up with a Game Boy Advance. It had a little tiny garden where you could like raise one and then you could swoop them into the other game. It was a lot of fun. I would love to be able to go back to like those days.
Back when I played this game, I thought they were pronounced KO.
Yeah.
I never knew how they were. Yeah, why is it's the Chaos Emeralds, but the creatures are called chows? Because
Chow.
that makes sense.
But Chaos, who is a Chow, is called Chaos. So anyway, track number 4 comes from the
Kinda like
lovely
cool.
minus 64. Again, that is minus 64. And away we freaking go.
Minus RPG, older. Octopath Traveler. What is he playing right now?
Dude, I can't even hear the music.
I just gave Steve 11 points instead of 10.
Sweet.
Or it's
Do you need me to turn this up?
A little bit.
I need Eugene to stop talking.
No, I can hear fine.
I'll just keep talking if that's...
That's literally as loud as I can make it.
That's fine.
Is this the Yeast game, Yeast 7 or whatever?
So not, no.
Or Wise or Wheeze or whatever you pronounce that stupid game. Actually, it doesn't sound stupid. I actually really want to try it.
Yeah, it's actually really
Yeast infection?
So close.
My parents might be
track.
watching. Awesome.
Hi, Mr. and Mrs. Peacock.
Actually, their last name is Wright.
Hi, Mr. and Mrs. Really? You went from... Oh, God, that's so cool. I love that. Wright and Peacock.
Minus,
God,
what are you doing
it
to
sounds
me?
just like Crash Bandicoot.
All right, system? Do you want system?
Yeah, give it to me.
PlayStation 1.
It is a Game Boy Advance game.
I was going to say, this is definitely Game Boy Advance. It's got that same kind of...
There is almost no information on this game online, but it looks to be a party game? There's like a... Yeah, it looks like a party game.
Is this a troll track? That's my question. Is this a troll track?
It could be. I don't know. What does one consider a troll track?
I don't know yet.
Well, if the
Wow,
game
those
is
end abruptly.
if the game is Trolls Party Game, that's a troll track.
So we're almost out of music here. This might be a big hint. It was published by Majesco Entertainment. Does that mean anything to anybody?
Majesco. Yeah. Is it like a Bomberman? Is it Rune Factory? Is it Harvestman?
Not even close.
Majesco. They did a bunch of weird stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that doesn't help me at all.
What other hints can I give you guys?
Did we get genre?
I believe it's a party game.
Oh yeah, that's right. You said that. A party game on the Game Boy Advance. So weird.
Ask me some questions about the main characters. I might be able to help you whittle this down.
Does the main character wear gloves?
Yes.
Okay. Is the main character Mario?
No.
A Majesco game with Mario?
Could have been a weird Mario Party or weird something.
I will give you one last hint. I require a complete game, though, not just the franchise for this. The main character was at one point played by Danny DeVito.
What?
Batman Returns?
Taxi.
No.
Danny DeVito was Penguin.
Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
That's
very
all
briefly.
Good night, folks.
Detective Pikachu Game Boy Advance Edition?
You guys are not going to get this. Shall we end the misery?
Yeah, let's.
Matilda.
Danny DeVito was recently featured in a Super Bowl commercial where the red M&M wished to be human, and he turned into a little Danny DeVito and asked people to eat him. This game was Eminem's Blast.
Oh my god.
That was the word.
It threw me way off.
Remotely helpful.
I was like, is this twins?
Is the main character edible? What color is the main character?
I want it known that Eugene gets E. I need that back down.
Okay, -1. Minus gets a point.
Thank you, Minus.
Coming up on track number 5.
Does that mean to subtract 1 from Eugene?
That's exactly what that means. Track number 5 comes to us from Corrupted. This is one I really never heard of outside of maybe a Infendo Power. Good luck, gents.
Yeah.
Who is this from?
This is from Corrupted.
Corrupted. What? I haven't gotten a feel for this guy yet.
Minus says he's finally plus.
Get out of the chat.
Get out of the chat. Man, corrupted. Is this a N64 game?
This is an N64 game. Good for you.
Is this War Gods?
No, but interesting choice.
So it's more something.
How about another track?
I only have 3 for this game.
Oh, good lord. Okay.
And that's not a reflection on the game. I think one of my tracks just disappeared when I was trying to download.
Well, then how about genre?
Let me look that up for you.
Lucas, you said you've never heard of this game, right?
I might have seen an ad for it in Nintendo Power, but it definitely wasn't a game of my childhood. This game was an action shooter. It also came out on the PlayStation, the Dreamcast, and Windows.
Is it Quake?
Is it Quake 64?
Oh!
It's not.
And it's not Doom, because I know you've heard of Doom.
Shooter multi-platform also appeared on N64.
It was both a single player and a multiplayer game.
Did you say first person or third person shooter?
It does not specify, but all of the gameplay video thumbnails look like third person.
Okay.
It had a sequel. This is not the sequel.
Did we get publisher or developer yet?
This might give it away if you know your developers. It was developed and published by the 3DO company.
Oh, Army Men.
Oh, yeah! Yep.
Sergeant's Heroes or something like that.
Yeah. I don't know how you guys know publishers like that. I can barely name like the big names.
I'm a credit reader by nature, like movies,
kind of the same
video
way.
games. You know,
I'm a credit sleeper.
Justin and Eugene are resident encyclopedias for that stuff.
That's pretty much it. I don't play a lot of games. I just know.
Justin doesn't know what Eugene does.
That was the halfway point, gentlemen. A score recap goes Eugene at 2, Steve and Justin at 1. Unless they're playing as a team, in which case Steve and Justin at 2. But they're not. So
Justin, Steve is at 2.
Yeah.
Eugene is at 2.
Justin.
Steve.
It's
Let's move on to
Justin.
track number 6. This one comes right out of my own freakish mind.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, have fun with this.
Can we get a volume up a little bit?
How's that?
Oh! Oh my god, I know this.
I knew you were going to be the one that freaked out for this game.
Is this NBA Jam?
No.
Jack Fu.
I know this game.
Some other game with black people in it?
NBA 2K.
I know this game.
Jeez, you bunch of racists.
What console is this on? Is this N64?
No, this is Switch.
Switch. Why do I know this?
Can we get either another track or a... Well, it's probably too
Is
early.
this Mario Tennis?
Nope.
It would be Mario Tennis knowing Lucas.
I know this!
And it's not Shaq Fu.
Nope. If it was Shaq Fu, Shaq would be like rapping about the Legend Reborn.
Is this that disco dodgeball game?
Nope.
Oh, shit.
Is this Barack Fu?
Can I win if I describe it?
If you have to describe it, then I don't think it's it, but go ahead.
Is it that breakdancing game?
Nope.
Street Kids or whatever that one was?
Yeah.
Oh! Is this Sushi Striker Gunvolt? Or Sushi Striker
No!
Oh my god, what is this?
Gunvolt?
Whatever it's called! Sushi's
a Sushito. Sushito.
Sushi, sin and punishment. I don't know. Oh man, this one is painful.
Sorry,
Oh, this one's painful. Did we get developer or publisher?
No, I can't get.
2018.
No, I can't get a specific answer on this, but I'm almost 100% that the developer and publisher is just Nintendo.
I'm gonna kick myself.
You're gonna hurt yourself for this one.
I know.
Would you like a third track?
Yeah.
I think, please.
Do we have genre?
No. Genre's kind of hard. I can't really give you a genre.
I'm gonna
Pokemon Quest.
wild, almost nonsensical guess. This isn't Kirby, is it?
It's not Kirby.
Okay.
If we get to like the end of the last track, I will give you my interpretation of Asia.
That's fair, I guess.
And it's not Pokemon Quest either.
It's not Pokemon Quest.
I'm getting further away from the answer as the more music gets played, to be honest with you.
Game.
Well, you guys sound like you're getting bored, so why don't I play the last track?
What is this? Why do I know this?
You might have played it. I've played it.
I got nothing.
This
floundering
game's
over here.
genre can probably best be defined as multi-genre.
Multi-genre? That doesn't help any. What is it?
Yeah. What is it about?
No, what is it a multi of?
Like, what are the different genres?
Right.
That might be too much of a giveaway.
Well, then you didn't tell us anything. Everything's a multi-genre nowadays.
No, this is specifically multi-genre.
I haven't been a Wario.
Is this... It's not South Park. What is this?
No, but interesting, both this game and South Park have kind of something in common. Something about the way that the characters in South Park were originally made.
Why are you doing this to me?
It's not Snicker.
Oh!
You got it.
I thought I had it too.
Yeah,
Wait. Hang on. It's that,
Come on.
It's that game they used as basically a tech demo for the Switch when it first came out. It was a launch game.
No, and I think you guys are getting bored with this game, so maybe we should move on to something else.
All right, yeah. Let's call it.
Are you getting bored?
yeah, I'm not gonna get it
I'm
till...
out of
I'm
ideas.
frustrated. It's taking forever.
It's Labo.
Oh! I played Lavo at freaking Best Buy!
I have never played Labo, so
I was like, this music is so, like, Nintendo, like, why? Dang it!
I said bored like 10 times.
oh,
I was like, why is he... I knew... now I'm even more mad!
Let's see if
we're supposed to know
Jay-Z...
that was a clue.
Let's see if Jay-Z Beast can provide you guys with anything more substantial than what I've got. This next track comes from Jay-Z Beast.
Oh shit.
I'm stalling for like the first 10 seconds here because the...
How can you get more substantial than cardboard?
All right?
Wow, there's a lot of...
Sounds like Splatoon.
It's a little loud.
Turn that down for... How's that?
Yeah, that's better.
Better.
Okay, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 DLC. Sweet. Next game.
Why is this Sonic? Why is this Sonic?
Is this Sonic Generations?
No.
Oh
Sonic
God,
Genesis?
I hate you, Jay-Z, and I don't even know what this is.
Sonic Mania.
What?
Sonic
Mania Plus.
No.
Shadow the Hedgehog.
This has to be something trolly.
It's not.
He asked me if I wanted. He asked me if I wanted Trolley or Super Trolley, and I requested Super Trolley.
So it's not Generations, Forces, or Mania.
No. Would you like the second track?
Is it Smash Brothers Brawl or Melee?
Second track. Give it to me.
Let me get the second track for you.
What the hell?
Is this like... It's like Mean Bean Machine or something?
No.
That's the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Pirates of the Caribbean theme. Alright.
Oh! Is this that Disney Infinity? No, not Disney Infinity. Shoot.
Is this Nintendo Labo again?
That's gonna be my guess.
No.
What has Sonic in it and also Pirates?
There should be something kind of off about the music that you're hearing. It should be kind of a giveaway. Would you like a system?
Guitar Hero?
There you go.
Okay. When
These are the custom-made tracks.
Oh, so dumb.
Guitar Hero World Tour. Who got that? Justin? All right.
Yep.
Yes.
My lord.
I couldn't remember which one had the custom tracks, but hey, can we take like a 2-minute break so I can run some batteries up to my fiance?
That'll work. Let me make a note here.
That was a good troll. Oh God, we just moved. But it looked like Justin's couch moved.
No, my table that I have the computer set up on moved.
That's what I'm saying.
3 tracks left.
My cat.
Justin and Eugene are tied at 2. Steve has 1. Who will come out victorious?
Minus said that Ridley Amiibo is up for pre-order if you guys are interested.
Where?
Oh, I would.
Best Buy?
Would. I have to be better than that, though.
I don't.
He's like, I'm ordering 3. Thanks, Minus. We love you. Our wallet's dope, but you know, it's cool.
Oh God, why did I click that? I didn't.
I'm a little upset about that Guitar Hero. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, it's like, okay, this is Sonic, but it's like not Sonic.
Ooh,
and I
12,
hate
7,
it.
9
First, he found Pirates of the Caribbean, and then he was like, "No, wait, you have to use this because he plays it so badly."
God.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I was gonna say we're out of the trolley area. We actually have 1 troll track left, and then we go into relative normalcy.
Is the troll track yours or a patron's?
It is a patron's. I forgot I kind of bunched all of the troll music together, kind of like you would how you want like your batters that all hit well in baseball, all kind of one after the other, like kind of how this is.
Thank you, Minus. I got my Ridley Amiibo pre-order. You're amazing.
Let me throw the light on because I'm in my room, and then we'll get.
Yeah, you're very much in the dark over there. Hey, Steve.
Oh my gosh, I want the new one. The 16-bit one.
No.
That is awesome.
And what's really amazing is if you look at the canon there, Justin is holding both either Donkey Kong's grandfather or father and Donkey.
Yes, Justin, Donkey Kong has a cannon.
Yeah, it's a barrel cannon.
Oh shit! And we are
Broke everything.
Whenever you're and Justin are ready.
And we are back. We took a short break, but only because we absolutely desperately needed to. We are about to get underway with the last 3 tracks. Let's not waste any time. Let's freaking get into it. Track 8 comes from Phantom. I only have 1 song from this game because this game has almost no music that I could find online. So, good luck.
Oh, God.
Right, start shouting out what hints you want.
It's console.
This game was on the Switch. It was also on the Xbox One, the PC, and the PS4.
Oh, Lord. So it's on multiple... What? Was this a...
So it's a port of an indie game.
Yeah, I was going to say, is this an indie game?
Yes.
So how does it have no music? Most of those are
Wait, what were the systems again?
All the major systems from this generation, including PC.
This generation, none from last generation.
None that I saw.
Okay, so it can't be Limbo.
Ooh, and we're inside. Well, no, inside was this generation, actually. Is it inside? No, it's not inside.
Is it a Jackal?
Did we get genre?
Let me find that for you.
I bet it's action.
Action adventure.
Lord. Is it?
An indie game.
No, Skyrim was last gen too, and that's not indie.
It's an indie game, but you also said that he's trolling us with this track somehow.
Interestingly, this game got horrible reviews, but it has a 6 out of 10 on Steam. So,
Huh.
do with that what you will.
Yeah, this is my department, and I can't think of anything.
Right?
I believe this game actually
The
came
melody
out.
sounded familiar.
This game did not come to Switch at launch, but I believe this game came out right around the time the Switch launched, March 21st last year.
That was like right at launch, pretty much.
Yeah, I didn't have a Switch back then, so I probably missed a lot.
This game didn't come out at launch, though. This game came out more recent than that.
But I didn't have a Switch until October, so...
I'm pretty sure this game came out this year for us, but I'm not 100%.
It originally came out near the launch,
March
Switch, but
21st.
didn't come to Switch until more recently. All right, now I follow.
Okay.
I'm not sure what other hints I can give you for this one. There's not a lot to say about it.
Did you give us publisher or developer?
I could. I don't think it's going to make a difference.
Oh, action adventure. That's right.
Developer was Spiral House Ltd. Publisher was Maximum Games.
Maximum or Maxim?
Maximum. When you want your games to be the maximum, trust in Maximum Games.
Is it Worms?
It's not Worms.
What else? I know that name from like press
Would you
releases.
like the last letter of the title?
Sure.
I.
Bye.
Wait. How many? Wait. Is the last word actually I?
The last letter is I. I'm not going to tell you if the last word is I or not.
Didn't they do some game called Fi? Fi?
It's not that, though. Would you like to know how many words are in the title?
Please.
3.
Oh, is that... No, that's in me. Right? That Japanese name that starts with S and...
I've got nothing, man.
Don't think it's what you're thinking of.
Is this Hello Kitty?
Yeah, this sounds just like Hello Kitty.
And Kitty ends with I. Good job.
I mean, it could.
No, I mean, I suppose if Tammy can end an I, but
Okay, so yes, the last word of this game is also I, because the last word is just I.
So it's like something.
Something I.
me, myself, I.
My brother and I.
I think we're almost out, guys. I don't think you guys are gonna get this one.
I'm out, man.
I'll concede.
What a jerk this Phantom
This
is.
was absolutely a trolley track because the name of the game was Troll and I.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Oh, well done, Phantom. Well done.
I am through with your shenanigans.
All right, let's go on to our last patron suggestion of the night. Malik Emery's suggested a game that I almost said out loud. Here we go. I think this
Can't imagine doing that. That would be embarrassing.
Oh!
Eugene's got it already.
I think this one's gonna go quick.
Is this Rampage?
Actually, yes.
Yes!
God damn it.
I was gonna say, I think Justin and Eugene had the biggest advantage for this one.
Well, and you know what's sad is I just put Rampage on my
On the-
NES, but I haven't played it yet, so I didn't. Yeah, I wasn't familiar with the music.
I used to love Rampage, man.
All right, so that puts
I loved it on the N64.
that puts Eugene at 3, Justin at 2, Steve at 1, which means that unless Justin gets this next one, Eugene wins.
Fair enough.
This next one comes out of my own mind, so this is going to be interesting.
Oh boy.
I actually love the music in this game. I did not know I love the music.
Sounds like Rainbow Road.
I love every song in this game so much.
Kind of does sound like Rainbow Road, right?
This is Sonic Mania.
Nope.
Is this like Sonic Racing or something?
Nope.
Is this a racing game?
No.
Is it a Sonic game?
No.
Is
Now
it
that
a
we've covered all
Sega game?
those bases.
It is not a Sega game, no.
Okay, well, we're just striking out tonight. I do like this track, though. Is it?
I think we need to say we're being stonewalled. Those of you listening at home are missing out on many, many visual gags tonight.
How about another track before I hit?
Sure.
Man, the music is
It's really
so
good.
like upbeat.
I was so surprised. Like, I wasn't expecting this at all.
Dang, like I'm loving it.
I know.
This makes me want to play the game. Have I played this
I
game?
know.
How about console?
Okay. This is a Switch game.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Ooh!
Is this a recent
This Mario
Switch game?
Tennis?
Nope. I wish this was Mario.
Kirby Super or Kirby Star Allies?
Nope.
Is this a recent release?
Yeah, fairly recently. Would you like a third track?
Please.
Do we have genre yet?
No. It is an action adventure game.
Oh, come on, Lucas.
Let me give you a better hint than that, though.
Please.
This game was guessed earlier in tonight's episode.
Oh, come on.
Is it 5?
Nope.
Is this Wise or Yeez or whatever?
Nope. Also has a great soundtrack, though.
Is it the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 DLC?
Nope.
Oh man, oh man, oh
Write it
man.
out.
Did we get genre?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, action adventure. Never mind. That's why it just went out of my brain because that doesn't mean jack.
I'm going. I'm going to go to the last track, and then I'm going to give you a hint that I think is going to give this away. So, pay attention. Might be your last hint. This game is not just a Switch game. It is also available on Android and iOS.
Oh, Pokemon Quest.
Yes.
Oh.
Eugene for
What?
the win.
Dang, it has that music?
Amazing.
No, it does not.
Yep.
So that abysmal game has me
Wow.
excited.
Wow.
Yeah, and some of our listeners that I'm friends with on Switch play that game religiously. So, like, I didn't like it. I thought it was boring. But, like, the music's good, and some of our listeners play it. So, for all I know, go try it, I guess.
Hey, Minus got it. Yeah, I just saw that.
Dang.
But dun 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 dun.
Well, you all performed admirably. You guessed 8 out of 10 of the tracks, but there can only be one winner. And once again, that winner is Mr. Eugene. Congratulations, sir.
King
So,
Jellyfish himself.
Wrap up for the yearly tally. Eugene's at 12, Lucas is at 11, I'm at 4, and Justin's at 2.
Ah.
Me. I'm gonna have to come back next week harder.
Eugene's won 3 weeks in a row.
I think I host next week, though.
Okay, I've got my work cut out for me. All right, well, we will be back, ladies and gentlemen, after these words from our sponsors. Infendo Radio currently has no sponsors. If you'd like to become one of our sponsors, please contact us at tips@infendo.com for sponsorship information.
Who are the next 2 characters I'm about to hold up? Any guesses?
They've got.
Wear a hat.
It's Luigi. They're both Luigi.
Toad and Toadette.
What is that?
They look like rabbits. Is it Rabbit Mario and other rabbit? Oh, Link. Rabbit Mario and
Oh, Rabbit League! Oh!
Lucas.
That is awesome!
I love. Okay, so, like, you know my Legend of Zelda, I'm an only child, I play games by myself weird. Like,
Yes.
I used to get to the Bunny Link section and just run around for, like, 20 minutes.
I was so happy when that came back later in the game, too. I'm like, yeah, I get to be a bunny again.
Yeah,
So,
I know.
we're gonna come back into question block. Do you guys have? It looks like Lucas has already taken preference on the first question. Does anybody else want to take any of the other ones?
I don't care. They're all pretty much equal.
Where is my mouse? There.
Well, then I'm going to actually, Justin, assign you to Corky Dog's question.
Alrighty.
And then I'm going to move you to the front, and then you can bring us in to kind of
Oh, no, they didn't.
talk about the little Awada thing as we come into Balloon Fight.
What's odd about these are that they're actually going to require, like, answers. Like,
Right.
it's not like if a turtle farts in a forest, how many lumberjacks cut down the tree? It's like, do you prefer this or this?
Right?
And that's what I like about it. Although there's not a whole lot of debate to be had, discussion. Cause
Oh, there will be some debate on the one I picked,
you
because
read
Steve and I come from
Skyfarer's
very
question?
different sides.
Lucas and I are going to go to war.
Yeah, or track, depending on...
All right. Well, then, Justin, you'll bring us into Corky Dog. I'll take. I guess I'll take Jay-Z Beast, number 3. Does that mean that you want to take minus, Steve?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
And then you can pick one of his. And then, does anybody want to? Oh, what is that? Oh, I know what that's from. Wait. Why do I know those sprites? What's that from?
Wait. SimCity?
Infendo
Oh,
Radio.
yep.
New Ghostbusters 2.
I was like, there's 4 of them. One of them is wearing glasses. One of them's black. Is it us?
Let me see those again. That is actually really awesome.
Dude, we should do a Ghostbusters version of artwork.
We should just get a hacked version of Ghostbusters for the...
That would be cool.
Get us.
I'll take
Alright, so
Phantom's
here's-
final
here's-
question.
Venkman. Stance. Spengler. And
Yep.
Zeddemore.
That's so rad. All right, guys, I'm going to bring us into Balloon Fight. Give me a little bit of silence pre that, so then we can get rolling. Question block. And then, yeah, Justin, just look for my visual cue, and then you can get rolling.
All right.
All right, here we go.
We don't hear music.
Yeah, I don't hear anything.
Oh. Duh. I had my B button off. I had my B button off. I'm sorry. I'm like, my thumbs are up, Justin!
which is funny because I would actually prefer not hearing the music, but I was waiting for it, so.
All right, here we go again. Take 2.
Welcome back to Infendo, the rather inappropriately upbeat music, I suppose, music, is a little tribute we threw in there. It's actually very appropriate. Today is July 11th, 2018, the 3-year anniversary of the death of Satoru Iwata, the beloved president of Nintendo. Those of you watching can see
awesome.
My little Satoru Iwata sprite that I made, based on the character that was based on him from Earthbound. Of course, I added the bananas because Iwata. But we hope that wherever you are, Iwata, you are proud of your legacy and how well Nintendo is doing, and you have a very devoted following. And thank you for all the great games and for helping lead Nintendo to where they are today. And with
Very
that
well
loving, by the way, the music, if you didn't know, is from Balloon Fight, which is one of the earliest games that he is well known for.
Mm-hmm.
I think he pretty much coded that from the ground up, didn't he?
Yeah, as far as I remember, I'm pretty sure he's like the main coder on that game.
Yeah, he was a master coder, that Iwata. But moving into our next segment, we have the question block. Those of you patrons at the $3 level can ask us, the Infendo team, questions, either gaming related or apparently completely non-gaming related. Tonight seems to be. Our first question comes from Corky Dog, and he asks, Marvel or DC? To which I have to respond, are we talking overall universes?
Yeah.
Film franchises?
Oh, we said there wasn't going to be any debate. We said there wasn't going to be any debate. There's going to be plenty of debate.
All right, so here's the deal. It's really freaking simple. Marvel makes better movies. DC makes better comics. That's all there is to it.
And DC makes better cartoons.
Yeah.
Their animated movies are phenomenal.
Oh my god, Batman the animated series?
But if we're talking live action,
I mean, I like the DC movies because I like the DC characters. And I thought Justice League was actually good, especially compared to the other DC movies. But and you can't deny, the first 2 Batman movies, plus the Dark Knight trilogy, plus the original Superman, all great movies. But yeah, as far as current ongoing film franchises, Marvel's got it in the bag.
Mm-hmm. I would say that my favorite superhero movie is still gonna have to be one of the original 2 Dark Knights. I like both of the first 2 ones. I think I like both of those more than any of the Marvel movies. But
get ready to hate me.
At this point, Marvel is definitely taking it. Go ahead and bring on the hate. I'm ready for that hate already.
I hated Dark Knight so much. I hated everything about it.
No way.
Everything.
Oh, wait a minute. Batman Begins is the one I liked. Batman Begins. Did you like Batman?
Okay.
Batman, but I did like Dark Knight. I actually really did like that one.
I hated Dark Knight, but
I liked them all, but
I didn't like the third one. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
No, it's good. It's good.
I liked the third one because the Nightfall series was one of the first comic book storylines I ever collected. So
there.
My favorite superhero movie would have to be Doctor Strange, which is Marvel. So I'm throwing my hat in Marvel for that.
Good
Along
movie,
with
but
all of that,
I for favorite.
I really like it. That movie really stuck out to me for some reason. But yeah, no, I don't really enjoy DC movies.
You know what stuck out to me about that movie? Benedict Cumberbatch's accent. Which
dude, I freaking love Benjamin Pumpkin Patch. He's the best.
David S. Pimpkins. Yeah, no, it's just I watch DC movies and I'm bored. And that is what it is. But by that same standard, DC had all the best cartoons. Batman, the original Batman animated series.
Oh my god, so good.
Batman. What was the future Batman with the young kid? What was that called?
Batman Beyond.
Batman Beyond. I like Batman Beyond. I grew up with Teen Titans. DC has done a lot of good stuff for me in terms of cartoons.
See, I completely agree with you. Teen Titans was so good too. I totally forgot about that. Even if you look at the lesser stuff like Static Shock, even that kind of stuff was really good. You know?
Yeah. Steven, opinions?
I really liked Justice League, and lately I seem to be more of a fan of the DC movies. But I think that's more of just because there's less of them right now than there is Marvel movies. We're getting fewer. Thank you. We're getting fewer Marvel movies every year, we're getting fewer DC movies every year, and we're getting more Marvel movies every year.
See,
I'm kind of over it at this point.
Yeah, I think there needs to be a balance. I think the Marvel movies are kind of on overload right now, and the DC movies need more. But and that's one of the problems with the DC extended universe right now is that there aren't enough of them to flesh out the world in between movies, whereas Marvel is just overwhelming.
Can we all just agree though that Superman is a garbage superhero?
No, Superman is a garbage superhero in the movies he's in, but
the games and
But Superman came about at a time when we really needed a Superman. He's the world's daddy, you know? He keeps everyone safe.
I've got it, and this is the best way. DC wins for one reason and one reason only. Watchmen.
Oh, I'm kind of indifferent on Watchmen.
I was bored when I watched Watchmen.
Justin's gonna throw us off a cliff. All right.
Watchmen's one of my favorite movies of all time, and also one of my
favorite. This next one's gonna suck, by the way, because me and Steve are gonna go to blows here. But Sky Pharaoh asks, what is your? I guess he doesn't even ask that. He just says Star Wars or Star Trek. Before all you
Justin asks, why not both?
Yeah. It's okay. So Justin is going to be the middle ground. I'm bored with Star Wars. I will watch Star Wars movies. They are fine. They are spaghetti Western space movies, and that's fine. But they're very simplistic. And I like my Star Trek. My Star Trek covers really important issues and really deep topics in a really good way. Or at least there's so much more Star Trek because it's a TV show instead of a movie series. So I don't know. I'm Star Trek all the way. I could watch Star Trek or any of the hundreds of shows like Stargate or the Orville or any of those shows that have been an offshoot of it.
They're good. The best Star Trek that isn't Star Trek.
Yeah. And here's the thing: the new Star Trek,
better Star Trek than most Star Trek today.
Yeah. the new Star Trek that came out is garbage. And some of the ones that came out in between were bad too. But there's just so much good Star Trek for me. And Star Wars, there might be a bit of Episode 4 and some of the prequel trilogy that I remember and enjoy.
And this is where I'm going to kind of disagree with you, but also kind of agree with you, because I agree. The Star Wars movies are popcorn flicks. They're sit down, shut your brain off, and enjoy. There's a story. There's a good story. It's a soap opera story, but I think Star Wars in recent years has done a better job commentating on world and social events than Star Trek has in those
I would agree with that.
Prior to this generation of both those franchises, it was the other way around. But I mean,
and for me, it boils down to one thing: and this
Ewoks?
is really it.
Ewoks.
No. Star Wars.
Gungans.
Yoda is the reason I got into Star Wars. Yoda is the reason I continue to love Star Wars. I grew up with my dad watching Star Wars and Star Trek, so I'm very familiar with both. I watched a good portion of Next Generation when it was coming out new on TV. But it wasn't until I saw Episode 2 and that fight scene between Yoda and Count Dooku that sold me on Star Wars. That was the first episode, or that was the first Star Wars I saw beginning to end. And it got me to go back and watch Episode 1. It got me to borrow my dad's trilogy and watch 4, 5, and 6. And I've been a Star Wars fan ever since. I dragged my wife to Star Wars Episode 3 in theaters, and she'll never come to another one with me after that.
So I'm gonna...
Even she watches them with me, and she enjoys them. Not as much as I do, but...
I'm kind of right there with you, except for I got in when they were re-releasing the original trilogy, the special editions in theater. And you know, I went and watched that when I was younger, so that's kind of what drew me into it. But I really do appreciate Star Trek, especially the TV shows. Like Deep Space Nine was some good stuff, man. That was a really good series.
I'll give you that.
I really do like the TV shows. I would say that I didn't enjoy any of the movies aside from the new J.J. Abrams reboots.
Oh, I don't like the J.J. Abrams movies.
I mean, I like them, but the J.J. Abrams movies are the Star Wars of Star Trek.
See,
I just call it baby Star Trek.
I liked the old...
Just shut off your brain and watch things go boom.
I liked-ish the old Star Trek movies, but they were so hit and miss. Like, one was good, the other was terrible.
Yeah.
One was good, the other was terrible. Like...
Okay, Lucas, since you are a fellow Star Trek fan, and I want to get into my history with Star Wars before we close this out, but
which is going to be like any second, so go.
Right. You got 30 seconds, buddy.
The best Star Trek movies are like 1 and Generations, and the ones that are most like the TV series, not the ones that everybody likes, but the ones that people usually look down on. Correct?
Yeah, I would agree with you on that, actually. Yeah, the ones that are a little bit more boring, a little less high production value, a little more just kind of...
Those are my favorites. I love the original picture. I love Generations. I love Insurrection.
Last bit to this question, and then we'll cut it off here. In one sentence, favorite of the 3 Star Wars trilogies, prequel trilogy. Justin.
I love them all.
Quick.
Well, no, because I wanted to say my history, because I grew up with... Like, I grew up watching them on VHS. So, like, before they got re-released.
Empire, easy!
Prequel.
Steve!
Prequel.
All right, moving on.
I will say the prequels had a better story.
Remember when this was a Nintendo podcast?
I don't, actually. But
that was actually far more civil and agreeable than I think any of us expected.
You're right. So Jay-Z Beast is actually going to bring us back into the realm of video games when he asks, and this is an easy question, duh. Dark Souls or Monster Hunter? Dark Souls, of course.
I have no opinion. I don't play either.
I cannot wait to drag you guys into Dark Souls because when that comes out, hopefully.
And that's the thing is, like, I'm interested in Dark Souls. I'm interested in the new Monster Hunter for Switch. So I have no opinion on either of them, but I'm willing to give both of them a try.
So the Lucas, I feel like this is my question to rant about, but I have never played Dark Souls, so I can't honestly rank it above or below Monster Hunter. I have watched my roommate play Dark Souls, and it didn't grab me. And I like the ability in Monster Hunter to make my own character and hunt online with other pre-made characters and do that. And that's something that Dark Souls doesn't allow me.
No, that's not true. You can upgrade your armor set and then make yourself look entirely different, and it's
you can
really
upgrade
awesome.
your armor set, but you're still you at the end of the day. You're not Sigma or Gentis or Masterclaw.
But why not? Why not? You totally can. There's a character creation screen. Everything.
Is there?
Yes. Yes,
Right.
you can create your own character. You can make yourself a female or a male. You can be a black man. You can be a Hispanic man. You can be whoever you want. We can wear a turban.
I have a feeling that I'm always going to prefer Monster Hunter to Dark Souls. That said, I have fallen off of the Monster Hunter train hard for a multitude of reasons that we won't discuss. But yeah, I'm not that into Monster Hunter anymore. Maybe Dark Souls will be able to win me over, but at like 100% power for each, I don't know. I would say Monster Hunter right now because that one I actually played.
Well, but I feel as if you had a really good time with stories, even post all the other Monster Hunter games, and that's more of like a single player, anyways, right? So.
Well, yes, but Monster Hunter Stories caught me because I was able to catch monsters and name them, and like there was a Pokemon aspect of it.
Sure.
I don't know. We'll have to see if I get Dark Souls. We'll have to see how that works for me. I feel like it's not gonna do it. But
can I just say that for many, many years I had Monster Hunter confused with Monster Rancher. Like I thought Monster Hunter was the game where you put your
CD
drive and would create.
Bring back Monster Rancher.
For real.
I would play that
would work now. Well, I mean, it might on like Xbox and PlayStation, but it won't work on the Switch.
Why not? You can do like a QR code or something.
You can put your hit clips in it.
They can make it work.
Steve.
For me, it boils down to Dark Souls was never really to capture my interest. Mm-hmm. Monster Hunter always had my interest, but I was never with the right group to get into it until this bunch came around. Well, yeah, until this bunch came around. So for me, it's gotta be Monster Hunter. I mean, I put a solid 80 hours into that game, and that's respectable. I'm still on the fence about Monster Hunter. Eugene, you're really gonna have to sell, or about Dark Souls. You're really gonna have to sell me on Dark Souls, Eugene.
Well, see, and that's my question with Monster Hunter, or with Dark Souls. Am I going to be able, will I ever find another game that I dump like over 1,000 hours into without
seriously think that could be Dark Souls. If you gave it a chance, I seriously think it could be.
We shall see.
It's only $40 when it comes out, right?
That I'm not 100% sure. I think
you're right, actually.
And then even better discount, obviously with Gamers Club or Amazon Prime.
Which I still am.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would get it physically.
Amazon changed the rules.
Yes.
They're not doing remasters anymore as part of Prime discount.
$39.88, and the Prime discount applies.
Oh,
so
does it?
$31.99.
Okay.
Is it bad that I'm like Schadenfreude waiting for the Best Buy thing to go away so everyone will stop talking about it? Right now it's like, I got my game for $20. I'm like, screw you! I can't wait till you can't do that anymore.
How I got my Ridley amiibo for $12?
Yeah. Isn't that the
Oh man, I miss when Amazon Prime had discounts on amiibo.
Right. I wish when you can get discounts 2 weeks after the game was launched. That was the best.
Yeah, that too, because it gave me like
you could actually read a review.
Yeah, like it gave me some time to like think about it before I pulled the trigger. At $31.99, I might end up getting Dark Souls. I'll be completely honest with you.
So Minus asks us,
thank you, Steve.
One of the following 3 questions, and I'm not going to read them all. I'm going to let him use one of those other 2 later on because he loves to troll us. I am going with my Minecraft theme today, since we were talking about Update Aquatic.
Oh, God.
When lightning strikes the ocean, why don't all the fish die?
Because
dispersion of the energy
enough to get through all the water. Exactly.
Right.
Because all the electricity goes directly to the jellyfish. Duh.
No, you guys, it's cute that you think that, but no. See, the ocean is actually made up of like 2% rubber, and when the fish are swimming, their gills are absorbing the rubber into their bloodstreams, and it doesn't get back out. So the fish over time actually become rubbery, and that's why when you cook fish, you get that like really fatty looking thing. It's not fat. Fish are actually, they don't have fat. That's not a natural thing in the wild. That is rubber that has been broiled in their insides, and that's what it's totally edible, and it's actually kind of good for you.
That actually makes perfect sense. Look at Lucas. Science.
I'm telling you. Science. It's just freaking science. Just read a book.
Lucas is a freak of science.
That's why when you kill a fish in Breath of the Wild, you get 1 part meat and 1 part rubber. Duh.
Exactly, and then you kill enough, you can make the rubber suit to deflect lightning, and it all.
What's the rubber monster that's in Monster Hunter? The one with the long, stretchy neck and no eyes?
Kezu?
Yeah, Kezu, where you get the rubber hides from. See?
Yeah, he's part fish. That's why it works.
Vaguely suggestive.
Bill, Nye the Science Guy.
Like, what the hell is happening?
Phantom asks, soup or salad? Actually, that's a really good restaurant. Maybe, I don't know if y'all have ever been there.
Zupas? I love Zupas.
No, it's called Super Salad. I don't know if that's a thing.
I thought we were talking about Zupas.
Yeah, that might be a New Mexico thing.
I have qualifying questions.
No.
Yes, me too.
Discussion over.
Soup. Is it clam chowder? Then yes. If it's chicken noodle, maybe. Anything else? Salad. Can I get
What's wrong with you?
Russian or Thousand Island dressing? Definitely. If I can get ranch or blue cheese, maybe.
Why are you eating
else? No, thank you.
Does either the soup or the salad have any meat in it? Because that's a deal breaker.
Does bacon count as meat? Because I totally want that on my salad.
Bacon incredibly counts as meat.
What about clams?
Clams too. Anything that breathes or like has muscles.
So Lucas is talking about your cream of potato soup or your tomato soup or your.
And God, you know, if that's what it comes down to, I think I'd rather have the salad because I used to like soup, but mostly just for the meaty bits. If I wasn't able to put like good tofu in it, then it'd probably.
I got a meaty bit for your mom.
Easy.
Hey,
2 hours and 6 minutes. That's good compared to usual.
I had to put one in somewhere.
What about egg drops from a Chinese place?
Ooh, okay, that's a game changer.
The one that I have has tofu in it, and it's just got peas, carrots, and eggs. Does any of that count as meat?
None of that counts as meat for me. But does
Am I the only carnivore amongst us?
No.
Lucas, what?
Good.
No, they're just accommodating me. Just
yeah, egg. It's like
egg.
Scrambled.
How much egg is there in it?
Maybe 20%.
Ew, that's too much egg.
That egg ratio seems off.
The egg to soup ratio is a little off for Lucas on that.
Eggs are just the only thing eggs are good for is bacon. Like otherwise, just crush all.
Yes, eggs are good with bacon. I agree.
I'm going to answer this question and say that the answer is obviously soup. Only if you can include pozole in that, because pozole is the best. And
I forgot about miso. I forgot about miso.
Miso soup is so good.
What is miso? What is pozole? What language?
Miso is a Japanese, very brothy soup.
Okay.
And pozole is I want to say Mexican dish. It might just be a Hispanic dish. But regardless, it's... do you know what hominy is?
No.
Okay, well then
I know what a harmony is.
But
I know that we're living in peace and harmony.
Phantom knows what's up. Phantom, go get some good-ass
I'm writing that down.
I
can use that for something.
All right, patrons, congratulations. Your $3 patron tier gets you the right to go buy a soup and send it to us.
Also, I like that question.
Post.
That was a lot more fun than I thought that one was going to be.
Right. All right, well, we're going to take a break here. The question block is over, and we'll be right back with Change the System.
Right. You realize we just spent like a half an hour talking about non-Nintendo?
I know.
Yeah, right?
Did you listen?
Our patrons are going to get us, like, dropped out. Like, we're going to have no views.
Okay, so I need to find some practical use for the name Peas and Hominy. Like there has to be like video game or something.
No, that would be a good like restaurant like meal. Peas and hominy.
That could be your vegetarian restaurant. Peas and Hominy.
Yeah, peas and hominy.
And I don't even know what hominy is.
No, peas, like the little green.
Well, yeah, but what is hominy? I don't know what hominy is.
I don't know. I had to look it up myself.
I'm just a Pikachu. I don't know what hominy is. I can't let the have peas. What do you want me to
is
do?
like
Pikachu has invaded us again.
It looks like soggy popcorn.
A coarsely ground corn used to make grits. I've had grits.
Oh, I'm not a huge grits person, but maybe worth a try.
Look up
You're
pasoli.
from the South. You're the only person here who's qualified to like grits.
Yeah, but both of my parents are from the North. I was born in Vermont, and we all identify as Northerners, so we don't do like grits.
Oh. Well, good. That explains a lot about us.
Yeah, we're very northern.
Have you guys ever had mole?
Yeah, it's growing in our bathroom. We gotta have it.
God. You guys are... Do you know what menudo is? Beside, not the band. God, don't go there! No! I know where you're going, you old man!
Stop trying to push your culture on me.
I knew exactly where you were going with that.
Alfredo!
Was Ricky Martin in that?
He was. Yes, he was.
I don't even remember what we're talking about anymore.
Video games?
Something about food.
Was it video games?
Video games.
Talking about practice?
Are we still talking about food?
This is like the biggest.
I came back right as you said, has anybody had mole?
Well, do you know what that is?
No, I just know that when I was at Taco Time, we made
I know it's holy.
our promotional items, and one of the guys that made it put too much chocolate sauce in it, and it basically turned into mole. But yeah,
Mole does not have chocolate, but you taco your own time.
You were close.
Well, no,
So
I
we
know mole doesn't have chocolate, but one of the other managers said that it tasted so bad that it tasted like mole.
Well, I mean, it does have chocolate in it, but it should taste like chili. All right, when Justin gets back,
It tasted like chili.
I don't know. I can't think what it is.
You follow the recipes, Eugene.
Did I just hear the Family Feud theme?
I think that was also the Pokemon game again, if I had to take a guess.
Good job. Eugene gets another point. Send Eugene up to 4 points.
All right, we're gonna play us into
Menudo
question
and
block.
Harmony.
Hey! We're playing us into question block right now, and then we are going
We just did question
to.
block.
Oh, I'm sorry. Change the system. You know what I meant.
We haven't been talking about
we
video
get to
games for
sleep.
so long. Eugene forgot what we were doing.
Right? Let's see. Change the system. Alright, let me play the last track that I've got. It's my favorite track too, actually, from the game. And away we go. Alright, we're back. We're going to talk about some of the games we're playing this week. Games? I thought we were on a Menudo podcast. I don't even know. Anyways, we are going to talk about some of the games we've been playing this week. I am going to start us off because I feel as if I haven't been playing a lot of games lately that are different, but I still want to talk about the games that I have been playing because I've been putting a lot of time into Mario Tennis, and I kind of want to talk about that. Still don't love it. I want to love it, but still don't love it. It just around every corner it finds something to piss me right the F off. But I did finally beat the final boss. Son of a bitch, that final boss. But that's done. So that was cool. I realized that I hadn't played any online matches because I played online and I unlocked Koopa Troopa, so that was cool too. And yeah, I do like the game once you get into it. Like I had a lot of really good online matches, like that went to a couple of matches that went to deuce, like just over and over and over again. So that was really cool. I do play online without the special stuff because I don't really dig that. I like to play just in simple mode with like no star powers or anything like that, no flippy flips, none of that crap. It's just me and my tennis racket. And I found that I'm starting to branch out to new characters, and weirdly enough, because I never play all-around characters, Mario seems to be my go-to this game. I'm really actually liking Mario a lot. Waluigi's kind of
dominating with Boo when we were playing, the four of us.
I like Boo, but I cannot play against Boo online against people because people online, not that you guys aren't good, but like they seem to have freaking Boo figured out. I can't get my serve. And then once they return the serve, I'm in trouble because Boo's so slow.
Once you figure out how Boo plays, most Boos play the same.
Exactly. And you can mix it up to a degree, but like your go-to is always going to be that B button blue shot, and like if you figure that out the way that curves, then you kind of got it figured out. So, but I am enjoying that game. I haven't, and I know I've been saying for weeks that I'm going to write a supplemental review. I am going to get on that now. I just don't know what I want to score it. And I don't know. I want to give it like a higher score than it deserves, I think. So I really need to check myself on this one because it really is just kind of average. I think. I don't know.
I mean, like gameplay wise, it is solid. It plays well, and when you are playing it like an actual tennis match, it is fun. Mm-hmm. But yeah, like a lot of the extra bits are just feel unfinished or not.
Let me put it this way. When I literally almost threw my Joy-Cons out the window in that final match in the adventure mode because there's no retry button. So you have to read all the frickety text to get back into the frickety oh my god, it's infuriating. Like just like little things like that.
Eugene, I know we said we weren't going to do this, but I might recommend just kind of peek at what I gave the review at the very tail end of it.
Okay.
Like what I said the positives and the negatives were. That might help you kind of balance it out. Like the pluses and the minuses. Because I did get a review up on Infendo.com. And, you know, I gave it a 3 out of 5. So, you know, it might be worth kind of seeing what you think about that, too. Because ultimately, I felt like it was a solid game, but it was lacking that Mario Tennis heart, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm completely with you there. It's just missing that, like this would be fine if it was like this is going to be, I guess, a knock. I don't know. It'd be fine if it was like a Sega game, right? But this is a Nintendo game, man, so I expect that extra polish. So
yeah, if this was like Sonic Tennis, then yeah, you would expect that. But
right, exactly.
Which is a thing, isn't it?
It is a thing, and it was about what you'd expect.
Right. So my next game that I've been playing, and this is a weird one because I actually went back and booted up the 3DS because there was a demo for the WarioWare. I don't know if you guys saw that, but download that because it's actually really cool. I'm actually really excited to. Yeah, there you go. I'm actually really excited for that game. It's like WarioWare Twisted is probably. Man, I guess if we're talking handheld games, it's probably up there like top 5 games of all time for me. Like, because I just enjoyed the heck out of that game. It was just really fun to just like, you know, move and twist your way around that game. And all of the best games on that are going to be on the 3DS with the gyro controls built in. So like, it's just going to have the best of both worlds. And all the other great WarioWare games as well. So I am super excited about that title. Yes.
I'm like the one weirdo who liked Touched better than Twisted.
I like Touch too.
I never played Twisted, but I loved Touch. Touch was like the game for me. My question, Eugene, is like the Mario Party best of game was weird. It was like kind of what you remembered, but like polished in like a bad way. How did the demo feel? Did it feel like you were just playing the games, or did it feel like I'd rather be playing?
Did you feel like you were playing the games, or did you feel like the games were playing you?
I mean, let me give it to you this way. WarioWare is fully voice acted, so that's kind of weird.
Oh, dear God.
So they actually put some it feels like they put some time into this game. Like it didn't feel like the Mario Party one where it looks like they just cobbled together all the games, right? Like yes, they did cobble together all the mini games, but it looks like they're putting some effort into this one, and I appreciate that for sure.
The voice acting makes me either want it more or less. I haven't decided yet.
Yeah. I think I'm like the biggest naysayer for voice acting in video games. I don't.
Oh
like
no,
it.
I totally like morbid curiosity want to know what this game like sounds like.
Right. So final game, and I'm about to hit my timer, so I know I'm going to go over. But the final game I've been playing, and I do want to talk about it, is Pokemon Go again, guys. It's back. I actually wrote an article on Infendo.com that you guys should check out about Pokemon Go. My lord, y'all. I know Lucas and Justin might not have had the same experience. I don't know if you guys got out at all during the community event, but there were so many people out playing Pokemon Go, like in the big hubs in town where there's a bunch of Pokestops and gyms and stuff like that. Like I'm not kidding. Like they're on Saturday. Maybe not Sunday, but on Saturday, I think there were close to like 200-300 people out there. There was a lot of people poke hunting.
I went out on Sunday for the Squirtle event,
Uh-huh.
and it's been a long time since I've seen people walking around the mall playing on their phones. But a lot of people.
Sure. Yeah, I was able to get in a raid battle even with a legendary raid, like, you know, the 5-star one. And I've attempted those 5-star ones before, but never come close to it. But there were, like, literally fighting for spots to get into the raid. Like, Heather was able to get into one raid, and I had to get into the next one for the same gym because it filled up, maxed out at 20 people. That's how many people were raiding. So it was cool. I had a really good time. I actually spent money. I purchased one of the special community event boxes that had a bunch of incubators and stuff like that. So I got my walk on. That was cool. I had a lot of fun. It was a great time this weekend. So I'm gonna push on to whoever else though, because I know that I've already hit my timer. So who wants to go in next?
I can kind of jump off the Pokemon Go thing.
We can't hear you though, so.
Yeah, you're a little quiet, but
you're really
we
quiet
can deal with it.
in and out.
How about now?
Better.
Yeah, it's better. We'll deal with it. We're fine.
Okay. Yeah, I think we're having issues because somebody in the house is flipping breakers. God,
Did somebody switch off your microphone or what?
Tell you what, someone else go and I'll come back around.
You sure?
Yeah.
Actually,
all right. Well.
Okay, go ahead.
I had this all prepped, buddy. I was not at the Pokemon Go event, even though one of my friends was texting me that I should come out and play because I was playing Pirate Warriors 3 with his twin brother, and that was how I spent an entire.
What is Pirate Warriors 3?
Pirate Warriors 3 is a Dynasty Warriors.
Uh-huh.
It's a Dynasty Warriors game based off of One Piece, which is that anime with like 800.
Oh, okay.
Wait, is this like a legitimate like Dynasty Warriors game?
Yeah, it's
co-ed and everything, huh?
Dynasty Warriors game.
Oh,
it's fun. I really like One Piece.
I'm gonna look this up.
So I like it a lot because I like One Piece, and this is my super like hardcore anime friend. So of course I was going to be all about that. But we played that. I talked about it on the last show. It's really good. Like I like the combat in it a lot more than Hyrule Warriors, even though it's a little less polished because I think it was like a PS3 game or something. But it's fun. It's really addicting, especially with 2 players. I did, however, play 3 new games, which is a lot of new games in like a week and a half. But I guess the least impactful of those 3 is Mushroom Wars 2. That is a real-time strategy game. I knew nothing about it going into it. Apparently, it is a mobile game. It kind of shows in like the chunky loading screens and stuff. But once you get into the gameplay, it's a lot of fun. I really like it. That is my go-to I have nothing to do kind of game, and it's a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying it. The other game that I played on Minus's suggestion is Ys 8, Lacrimosa of Dahana.
Oh, you actually bought it.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means because I've put like maybe a couple hours into it. I'm on like chapter 2, and I'm horribly lost. Like, I got done with chapter 1. I found some guy. There's the 3 of us now. We're all hanging out. We're at the base and everything, and I need to go follow another set of footprints. I can't figure out how. I've been pretty much everywhere, and I don't know where I need to go to get to where I'm trying to go. So I'm hopelessly lost. I'm hoping I'll be able to pick it up at some point, back into it.
So,
but it has... No, go ahead.
I just want to ask one question. Did you enjoy the gameplay of it? Because Minus was Minus was kind of draw me in on it. It's like a real time.
The gameplay is the most fun.
Great.
The story is cringingly JRPG. To the point where I wish we had Japanese subtitles because, it's hard to hear them say the things they say. But, like, you deal with it, you know? Like, in the first chapter, you're shipwrecked on an island, and you walk up, and there's some girl bathing in a stream. It's like that level. Oh,
God, yeah. Mm-hmm.
But you get over it, and, like, it's a lot of fun. And I like Japanese games a lot more than U.S. games for that. Like, I was comparing this one to Skyrim the other day, and it's like, would I rather have butt-ugly, horse-faced people or, like, pretty anime characters in my game? I'll take the pretty anime characters. They're more fun to look at while I'm running around doing my thing. But that's all I really have to say about that. I haven't really dove into that much yet. I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping I get more time into it soon. I played Ys 3 a lot as a kid, so it's something to go off of. But the game I want to talk about, the game I put the most time into, the game I absolutely freaking love, is the game that I have been bad-mouthing for 2 straight years. Because it went on sale for 25% off, and I finally got to play it. And
I'll be honest, I forgot that I was playing it too.
You would think that 2 years of bad-mouthing a game and being mad at the fact that it took so long to get out on Switch, so long, and so long to go on sale after that, when it was so cheap everywhere else, which I'm still salty about, would put a tinge of negativity in my opinion of it, but I love it so much. Like, I love it more than I've loved any of the Banjo-Kazooie games, more than Donkey Kong, more than, it's just so good. Like, it feels so much like you're playing an N64 game that has just been made prettier. Like, there's nothing else to it than that. It plays exactly like an N64 game, for better or worse. But I was like 7 through 11 when those were games. So this is like the prime time for me as like a gamer growing up. Like, this is what gaming is supposed to be for me. I get into a world, I start exploring. There's no guides or tutorials to tell me what to do. I just have to walk around and figure stuff out. And I missed it so much. It's like the developers who used to work at Rare got put into a time capsule, and they weren't told how like gaming quote unquote evolved, and they were just thrown out with all of the modern tools and told to make a game on a budget, and this is what you get. Like,
which is funny because that's one of the biggest criticisms of the game is it doesn't feel like it evolved.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, it hasn't evolved in the same way that, like, it's missing a lot of aspects that you would expect from a modern game. Aside from lives. There are no lives in this game, which seems to be something everybody's picking up on. But, like, the good parts about it are that it hasn't evolved either. It just plays like an N64 game, and it's so rare and magical that, like, I legitimately felt rare. Like it did the whole time I was playing. Yeah, rare. I am 20 hours into the game. I'm almost done with it. It is an indie game. There are 5 worlds. The worlds are massive compared to, like, a Banjo-Kazooie world, but there's only 5 worlds. But just going through and playing it, like, it's so much fun. My time just gets eaten up in this game, and I know I'm going to go back and play it again and again and again, because it's like my new childhood favorite game that I didn't even know existed until a year ago. One last point I'll make, if anybody else is diving in like me because it went on sale, that feature that everybody's been talking about expanding your worlds and how it's super easy to just expand the world right at the beginning instead of starting out in the smaller world, don't do it.
No, I wasn't. That was going to be my, because that
I started like kind of, expanding. Well, yeah. I started by expanding worlds 2 and 3. I'm going to
jump off you anyway because I've been playing it too, but
that's fine. I felt like I wasn't having as much fun with those worlds because I had everything right up front. It's so much more fun to go into a world that already feels big, play through it and then expand it and get like so much more of the world after that. Like it's just it's a really fun way to play.
My plan is to, and I've barely put more than a few hours into it, but my plan is to not expand the worlds until I have explored all of them, then go back and expand them and explore them again. That way, it's kind of like I get to see everything, and then I get to see more. It's like kind of like an expansion pack sort of thing.
Real quick, and then there's a castle in the second world that is part of the expanded world. I'm not going to spoil what it is for you, but it is such an homage to old gaming, and I loved it so much. And we'll talk about it in a week or two. But like, it's so good. I love this game so much.
So I too jumped on the ukulele bandwagon because, like Lucas, I was waiting for a sale. I feel a little slighted that we didn't get as good of a sale as everyone else has been getting for the past year, but wanted to show my support, and I had enough my Nintendo coins to make it like dirt cheap. I think it cost me like $4 out of pocket. So I'm not as hooked on it as Lucas is, even though it's hitting all of those sweet spots for me. Like, just for some reason, like, I played it and I'm like, oh yeah, this is really cool, really familiar. And then I think I just have like my gamer ADD is like in full swing right now because I cannot focus on a single game for more than like a half hour anymore. Like, that's been me for the past 2 weeks. But yeah, I'm totally with Lucas. Like, this is Banjo-Kazooie if Banjo-Kazooie were made today. Like, it is so familiar and like just such a great throwback. It looks pretty. Like, it looks old-fashioned but also modern, so it's like, and it's very well suited for a Nintendo system. It controls well, although a couple of the jumps I found to be tricky, and I think part of that is dealing with the camera system and the lighting system and all of that. Like, it's 3D platformers are always kind of a mixed bag as far as controls. Like, if things aren't exactly right, you feel like the game's against you.
Right.
But I'll probably have more to say about that later. Next week. Just a real quick, Lucas, the Pirate Warriors is not part of the Dynasty Warriors franchise. Dynasty Warriors is was it Koei Tecmo, and Pirate Warriors is Bandai Namco. So
I mean, it's straight up Dynasty Warriors game. So,
all right, well,
it might not be part of the franchise, but it's clearly like,
I will look into that because that sounds
their genre.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah. I mean, without knowing anything about the anime, you're probably going to be pretty lost. But
right. Well, Steve. Justin, are you still going?
Yeah. I've been hacking this thing, throwing lots of NES games on it. I'm gonna add some Master System and stuff like that on that. And actually, I was talking to somebody, I can't remember who it was, in the chat earlier tonight, about why I got this when I already have the Super NES Classic. The Super NES Classic fills up quickly because the games are bigger. So, you can only fit like maybe, if you're lucky, 100 games on it, compressed. Whereas, NES games are so small, like you can just cram hundreds of them on here.
Probably fit the whole library on that thing.
But maybe, like, I've barely scratched the surface of how much storage is on this thing.
I think like the entire library is like megabytes. Like, seriously.
Yeah, I think so. Like they all fit on a floppy or something.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
But I did want to throw out a real quick review before I close out my change the system, because I really haven't been playing. Like I said, I've been kind of bouncing. Golf Story. For some reason, all this Mario Tennis has made me want to play Golf Story, and I've gotten addicted to that again. So that's probably mostly what I've been playing. Finally got to the second golf course on that, so it's really starting to hit that Game Boy Color Mario Golf nerd with me. But my quick review before we pass it over to Steve is I got myself a Daytel, I think, Power Saves Amiibo doohickey. I don't remember exactly what it's called. But we were discussing a few weeks ago the Smash situation and how you can play as your Mii fighters from the Wii U, but the only way to transfer them is via Amiibo. Mm-hmm. So I look on Amazon, and to get the Mii Fighter Amiibo 3-pack was like $25. I'm like, I don't care about any of these Amiibo figures, but also for $25 I could get this thing.
Nice.
So, and this recommendation comes from Eugene, because
I think Steve has one too, right, Steve?
Yeah. Now, first of all, this is not going to replace Amiibo in my world. I collect the Amiibo. Those are like something I like to display, show off, look at, fondle, sleep with, stuff like that. But
wow, okay.
But for just having the quick access, last night.
And why don't you say what that device is called? I'm not sure that you said that for the listener.
I did, but I don't know if I have the exact name. It's the Daytel Power Saves.
Power Tag something.
Power Tag. That's right. Mm-hmm. If you go on Amazon or GameStop and look up Daytel DATEL Amiibo, this will be the first, if not only, thing that pops up. So that'll be easy to find. It's about $25. And so the same price as that Amiibo 3-pack. And basically what you do, the instructions don't tell you how to do this. It just tells you how to hook it up and use it. It doesn't tell you how to download and share and do that, which is probably how they stay out of legal trouble.
Right.
But a real quick Google search brought me to a tutorial, and you go to this NFC download site, and you can download NFC tags from any Amiibo that exists out there, and even other NFC figurines and stuff like that. And basically what you do is you set this little black disc on the target on the device. It glows blue. It reads what's on there. You can back up what's on there. You can erase what's on there. You can load something else on there. So, for example, one of the first things I did was I opened up Mario Kart 8. I was missing 3 or 4 of the Mii costumes, downloaded all of them onto here, and unlocked all the costumes.
Nice.
They were figurines I didn't care to own anyway, but I wanted the costumes for completion's sake. And then last night, I've been trying to get the Twilight Bow in Breath of the Wild for...
That is the best.
Now.
Yeah.
And so what I did was I've got my Smash Zelda Amiibo. I've got my my stepson's Zelda Amiibo card that I got him for Christmas, and I had this thing. So I was just sitting there scanning all 3 of them, reloading the save, scan all 3 of them, reload, and I got it last night because you just it makes the process so much quicker. And if I wanted to set up my fiance's laptop next to me, I could do what Eugene does and basically just keep on resetting the Amiibo every time, just scanning it over and over again.
I have to ask you something, because this is gonna make me real mad. Can you literally just reset your save in Twilight or in Breath of the Wild, and then you can start fresh with Amiibos, with all your Amiibos again?
Yeah, before you start.
Oh my god!
Before
you
start scanning,
saver.
Yeah, before you start scanning your Amiibo, save the game,
and then
scan it. If you don't get what you want, you reload your previous game save.
Didn't even think about that.
Reload. Yeah, I learned that from Austin John Plays, a YouTuber who is.
Wow, Steve's actually doing that too. When he got
that's how I got all my gear too.
My Switch
that's so smart.
My Switch is still 40 days off, because I had to keep resetting the date to a day ahead every time I wanted to scan them. So what I would have to do is turn on the game, try it, didn't get it, change the date, reload the save, change the date, reload the save.
My method is a lot faster. I mean, it's still time-consuming and frustrating,
but more expensive.
True.
No, it was. I mean, I could do it. You can do it with your actual amiibo though. So anyway, I've probably taken up 2 spots here. So Steve, since you are now audible, close us out on Change the System.
Do we want to resync real quick, Eugene?
All right.
Okay.
In 3.
I'm making my notes right now. Hold on a sec.
Okay.
And 2.5. And 2.
The joys of listening.
And 1.68.
All right, Steve. Whenever you're ready, let's sync up.
Okay,
In
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1. All right, Steve, hit me.
Those baby spikes come at 8 minutes and 43 seconds.
Okay, Steve is at 8. On your second recording. Okay. All right, Steve, why don't you talk about your changes system whenever you're ready?
Okay. So I have been playing Pokemon Go. Like Eugene, I went out this weekend and did the whole Squirtle event. There were a lot of people out. I was shocked. I got myself the event Squirtle. I got an event Squirtle, Wartortle, and Blastoise. I got myself a shiny Squirtle, Wartortle, and Blastoise.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that a shiny event was a thing. So, I
got myself a shiny Articuno actually out of it.
You did? Oh yeah, because it was
Saturday.
Articuno Day on Saturday, which was weird. Yeah, someone's playing Pokemon Go.
Ooh, there's a Pokemon near me.
I got my first shiny like 2 weeks ago too.
Yeah, you got your Roselia.
I love her.
I'm dropping off really fast though, because I'm getting exceptionally frustrated about the Alolan Vulpix.
You can't get stuck on. That's the problem with Pokemon Go. You can't get attached to the one Pokemon because then you'll never get it. When I was trying, all I wanted was a Grimer. That's all, like original Grimer, and it took forever.
Go ahead.
Consider yourself lucky though, Steve. Like the Alolan hunt was like all I wanted. Once I got it and I have everything, now I'm getting bored again. So now I'm trying to find excuses to play.
That's true, and I do have to say this much though for actually walking around, because there are times, especially when I get busy and stressed at work, that I'll drive between my 3 dealerships that are on the same campus, which is a little ridiculous because it's a 5-minute walk between each of them.
Yes, I caught it.
God. So, but it is not. It is nice that it's getting me to walk again, and I am hitting my walking goal on most days now. I'm hitting my stand goal, so now I just need to hit my damn exercise goal. But the big game that I played this week actually surprised even me. I played the Donkey Kong Rayman, or what is it? The Mario. The game is so terrible I don't even remember. Mario and Rabbids
Donkey Kong
Adventure. I realized that I didn't want a Mario and Rabbids game. I wanted a Donkey Kong and Rabbids game. Rabbid Cranky Kong is one of the best Saturday morning cartoon characters I've ever seen. And he does really well with Rabbid Peach. Donkey Kong is just kind of there, because he's Donkey Kong. And but it was really cool, the mechanics behind it.
Is this your first time playing the game?
No, I've played halfway through the regular version. But this was my first time playing the DLC. Donkey Kong's mechanics are interesting. He has the ability to pick up and throw any character on your team, most characters on the other team, aside from boss characters, and even the things that you hide behind. You can pick up most of them and throw them. And a lot of the ones in this quest have certain properties, like one does burn damage, one does honey damage, one does ink damage, one does push, and one does spring.
Right.
And those are scattered throughout the levels as well. So you can throw those and cause those effects in a 2x3, box, basically. Rabid Peach retains her abilities. And Rabid Cranky, he kind of reminds me of Rabid Luigi in the way that he plays. Not so much a tank, but the way his weapons and stuff are structured. I had a lot of fun with it. I think I had more fun with the DLC than I did the actual game.
Because of Donkey Kong or because of the new stuff?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. And I had this discussion with Lucas. I don't know if it's just because I'm such a Donkey Kong fan, or if it's because, you know, it was that much better than the actual game. Justin, do you have the game in the DLC?
I have not played.
Okay.
Or I don't own, obviously, and have not played Mario and Rabbids. So
The next time the game goes on sale and you can get the DLC for like $40 or $50 for the pair of them, I'd be curious to hear your thoughts on it, because you and I share very similar tastes in Donkey Kong.
Well, I'm not really a huge strategy RPG fan, which is why I kind of, you know, didn't like. Maybe the theme would attract me to it. Like, you know, I was never an RPG fan until Super Mario RPG, and that kind of was my Trojan horse into the genre. So maybe this could be the thing that converts me, but because the genre didn't appeal to me, I didn't bother looking into it. So unless it becomes like a player's choice or whatever they call it nowadays, you know, greatest hit for $20, I probably won't even get it.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
I theorize that you love that game in the same way that, like, I would love, like, Zelda and Rabbids, or Sonic and Rabbids.
Right.
Like, yeah, or in the same way that I love Hyrule Warriors. Like, it's a fun game, but I really like it because characters I like, you know? Yeah. I have a feeling that there's no way they could change enough to draw me into, like, the DLC Donkey Kong stuff.
Well,
I bet it has something to do with it being one of your favorite franchises.
It's very same, you know. It's, I think, 4 worlds with about 4 or 5 levels each. It's got, and then once you clear the game, it's got the challenge missions just like the main game had that you can go back and complete that way. So it's a pretty beefy DLC. I mean, this one piece alone, just the amount of content that's in it, to me, is worth the entire $20 or $30 that season pass is. And then I did dig a little bit into Minecraft, but I'm going to get more into that next week after Lucas and I start the realm. So yeah, that's the big game I played this week. A new Minecraft book came out that I started reading that I'm enjoying, but that's about it.
Very nice. Well, then, I think that does it. We've changed all the systems tonight. There's no more systems to change. Before we get out of here, though, we're going to let y'all know where you can find us and all the cool stuff we're doing. Oh, Lucas hasn't gone yet. Just kidding, I'll edit this part out. Go ahead. Oh, wait, you already went, Lucas.
No, I did
Why
go.
Why
are you waving at me?
Why are you waving at me? I'm so scared. I'm still going to edit this part out.
You can see him in Justin's window.
Apparently. Is that the man who was behind me in the outtakes? What is that? Is that the weird, creepy guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. Oh, yeah, you edited that. I forgot about that part. Yes, Lucas.
What?
That was it.
You were
waving at the
Oh, damn it! I just screwed up here, man. I just made my Audacity note says Eugene sucks. So we are gonna get out of here for the night. It has been a wild ride, folks. But, you know, all's well, because I won in 10 tunes, and now I'm in the lead again, as I rightfully should be. But before we get out of here, we're going to tell you where we can find all the cool stuff that we're doing on all the various channels. There was a very loud sneeze, and I am very distracted. But regardless, you can find everything that we're doing on Infendo.com. That's pretty much the hub here recently, especially after we've redesigned the site. If you love it, great. If you hate it, let us know, because we can change it at this point and make it better. But yeah, go to Infendo.com, check out all the cool stuff that's going on there. Reviews are going up. I really like the new theme for that, so go check out all of the cool stuff that's happening there. As far as me, you can find me on Infendo.com writing the articles, but you can also find me on Twitter at InfendoEugene, probably just doing a few retweets every once in a while. Don't forget to follow at Infendo on Twitter as well. Where can the people find you, Steve?
You can find me at Gentis1 on Twitter, and that's about all I'm doing lately is Twitter. I'm barely even that. I've been really busy.
Fair enough. Well, Gesundheit, by the way.
Thank you. You can also find me in the Minecraft realm, probably a lot. Like, A lot.
It'll probably have an odd name like Fradump or something. So keep an eye out for that.
Unless we have to retain the original name, which we'll find out tonight, because I don't know if we get to rename it.
Coming soon. We'll find out. Well, Justin, where can we find your badonkadonk?
You can find me on Twitter at Infendo Justin. Send me a friend request. I've replaced my 3DS friend code with my Pokemon Go friend code in my profile. Just a warning, as I've mentioned before, I live in bumfuck nowhere. So there are no Pokemon near me. There are no Pokestops near me, and I don't leave the house very often. So gifts will be
all the way out. All the way out in Bumpika nowhere? That's a long way.
Hey, how come you haven't accepted my friend request? Because I want to send you gifts.
Me?
That's right on the corner.
Oh, good.
We just had a conversation about this.
What he's saying is he won't be able to send you gifts, but for the love of all things holy, send him something.
Oh, yes, I'm gonna.
I need Pokeballs. I keep running out. On the rare occasions I should get out and get to play it, I never have enough Pokeballs.
I try, but believe it or not, I have 9 friends, so it's hard. It's hard to get
I've got 9 friends.
I'm popular.
I've got 11.
Well, I think I've got like 6 or 7 now that I've accepted Eugene and his girlfriend's requests. But yes, so send me a friend request. Also, if you're interested in Disney, especially Disney World, follow me at Utilidork, UTILIDORK, and utilidork.com is going to start getting new content, I promise, starting on July 17th, which will be Disneyland's anniversary. There will be a new post going
I was going to say, why July 17th? There has to be something special there.
Well, I need an excuse to post something, and that seems like a good one. So
there you go.
That is, so that's where you'll find me Nintendo related, and where you'll find me Disney related. And again, check out my profile on Twitter for all my gaming and various other places to reach me.
All right, very nice. Well, Mr. Lucas, where can the people reach you?
Who, me? Well, you could go to patreon.com/youadventure or just youadventure.com. That's a place. That's where all the cool people hang out and give me money. Short of that, there's not a lot of places you can find me these days. I'm not really on Twitter very much. I'm getting tired of it. So don't go to Twitter, I guess. That's not a good idea. A better idea would be to go to the Infendo Discord. I'm there a lot. So if you really want to talk to me, let's talk about video games or something. I don't know. I'm not really on the internet much right now. I'm busy with life, but I will be someday, and then you can find me there.
Very nice. All right, everybody. Well, that has been a show. Episode 450 is in the books. It was a good show, I felt. So we are going to
our moods.
We are going to kick it, and we're gonna get out of here, and we will see you next week.
Dun, dun.
I have the right song for. I have the right song for. We're gonna kick it.
Uh-oh.
And it's not. It's not.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
This is your. This is that Pokemon Go again, or Pokemon whatever.
This is like what I fantasize for, like, us all growing up in the 90s together. Eugene's got like the straight fro that goes straight up. Justin is like the rap master on the block. Steve is probably the tech guy, since that was a thing in the 90s. Steve's like the only one who understands how computers work.
Eugene,
I'm just sticking it on the stoop. Well, Eugene can't be both the stereotypical black guy with the big fro and the computer nerd. This isn't like a well thought out show. Everybody has one identifiable feature.
That is a good point.
All right, everybody say goodbye to our live listeners. Thank you for joining us on Twitch and or YouTube. If you're on YouTube, hit that like button. We'd appreciate that. If you're on Twitch, I don't know how Twitch works, so hit the button that gets us the things. Subscribe to us. We need those, actually.
If you're on Twitch, Twitch for us. You know what to do.
Bye, guys.